What you might hear on the Dad Podcast could be considered offensive and or triggering. We'll definitely have some explicit content. You have been warned. Proceed with caution.
You're listening to the Dad Podcast.
Let's get started.
Fuck those little kids.
What's weird though is
You?
I've never been in a knife fight, but I'll tell you for sure I know how to. I can do a knife fight better than a real fight, guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean, I think the majority of
You
it's
make
confidence.
a lot of guarantees that will be like hard to prove.
Stand up. Let's do this.
You know, I mean,
Marcus,
Yeah,
you got record ready?
yeah.
Donnie about to get sliced back. Anyways, I just because I've spent more time personally. Everyone shadow boxes, right?
Masturbating?
Yeah.
Everyone shadow boxes.
You have to.
But I knife shadow box,
Yeah.
and I don't know, like, is that weird?
No.
It's just funner. I feel like.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's definitely not weird.
Sing, 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 sing,
It's not the
everything
weirdest thing.
Tyler does is weird.
It's about to be fucking.
I mean, if you tucked your dick back, you know what I mean, and did like the Buffalo Bill with a knife fighting, it gets a little strange at that point. But
No, never done that.
no, I didn't think.
I would never do that.
You've never.
No, it's just normal.
Have you thought about it though?
Normal knife fighting, like what's normal? However that is, that's
yeah,
what I do.
define normal.
Yeah,
What?
that's the kind I do.
I only do the standard, knife boxing, shadow boxing
Yeah.
style.
Not tucked back naked.
Not we. Yeah, I don't.
Most of the time.
Yeah, I don't.
Sometimes. There's another way to do it.
I don't cut myself and jerk off in my blood or anything. You guys are crazy.
There's
Dude,
many
I did
ways
think about
to
that
do
though.
it.
Jake cut his hand yesterday, and I was like, "Touch my dick."
Yeah.
Give
me some.
It's already hard, dude. You
Jake
don't have to fucking.
Jake
It's
said
already
okay
out.
and did it.
I'm fucking loaded, dude. Ready
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah, he teeter totters.
Teeter totters. He's aight.
Yeah, he
He's
teeter
aight.
totters on the.
You know, I do have to say he's been much better since
The
he is.
solidity scale.
I think he's. I could see him being gay. I don't know.
Oh, that's been in the air for a long time, dude.
Yeah, I mean, no shame to be metro, whatever. If you're.
Well, like, what's he so mad about all the time if he's not gay?
True.
It's like there's something
But you've
you're
met
not
his
telling
girlfriend.
yourself. Yeah, but that's compensation, my friend.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, Michael Jackson had
That's
two
full
wives, so-
compensation because, like,
you don't want to live your life as a lie.
because that's like, and no, not hating on her. I
Who?
guess this doesn't even sound like I'm hating on her, his girlfriend, but she's too pretty for him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
He's a simple bitch kind of guy.
But
Yeah.
we feel the same about you and Brittany, so
I know. Actually, I have been getting those reviews lately.
that she's too
and-
pretty for you.
Yeah,
I think didn't my sister tell you too?
yeah.
Yeah.
I gave her a good lumping, dog. She don't look so good no more. That's all I'm gonna say right now.
Yeah.
She looks different now.
give her a
That's
good-
all I'm gonna say.
Give her the good lumping in
Yeah.
multiple ways.
How you like that
Yeah.
chair, Marcus?
I'm not mad at it at all.
Not to get off the subject we weren't even on, but
Yeah.
but like, do you like it though?
Not to stop the rambling, but I don't mind it at all. It's very comfy.
I don't recall if we talked about it on air.
Got your nice
last week.
arms up, you know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
got my-
Like
I
you
got
just
my
sit down and there it is.
I
See,
do enjoy
that's
that.
why I was asking because I sat there and I put my arms up and I was like,
Too much.
I'm reaching for fucking fame. I'm never gonna meet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm reaching for too much. Dude.
It did make Tyler look very, very tiny.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we got the tripod tonight.
The tripod. Bring us in, bro.
Cheers, guys.
I'm fat.
Cheers, Dad Bods. Hey, definitely want to.
Meet me
I want to.
halfway.
I want to do this before.
All right, let me start recording then.
Oh, we're not doing that yet.
I'm
You
Wait, bring us
dirty
in though.
Donnie.
Fucking the triple fucking threat, dude, is here. Yo, one more strike and we're all going to prison. You know what I'm saying?
I'm never going back.
Yeah, we're back. I just got out and I
will
ain't going
not
back.
take him back.
Yeah.
We all out, bitches.
Come find me.
We out here.
You're gonna learn today. I want to do it while it's still on my mind, and before I start drinking too much, and then I
Ooh,
forget.
things do slip your mind.
They do. I mean, yeah. The more fun I have, and the more alcohol I consume. So no, anyway, I just want to give a special shout out to
Butt scratcher?
we're getting some feedback. We're getting some good positive feedback. I got
Melanie, what'd you say?
wasn't
I'm just
Melanie.
kidding.
It wasn't
I'm just
Melanie.
kidding.
No, it was actually shout out to my friend Dana who just
You know Dana White?
no.
Oh.
Dana Carvey.
No. And then, so different Dana. Well, just anyway, definitely love the feedback, any kind of feedback. I appreciate Dana in particular. She reached out and she just said, hey, like, love it. And then she'd even heard from some of her friends, and I think she lives in Pocatello or thereabouts. And she, some people some listeners that I'm not even aware of. I think anyway.
Diggity dope,
she
dude.
just reached out and was like, "Hey, just giving some feedback." So
we're catching what would have been randos,
Dude,
and are now part of the fam.
we're already getting some good amount of
good
steam
damn.
rolling on this train.
What was the feedback? Was it feedback or was it just like, fuck yeah, this is great, I like it?
It was no, I mean, like I
I guess
consider
that's
it feedback.
I guess that's feedback either way.
I consider it feedback. I think it was
Someone said something.
yeah, it was like a kudos, like all kind of encompassing inside the
Fuck yeah,
feedback
dude.
thing. Yeah, super cool.
Shout out Dana. So Dana, I've been in love with you ever since I heard your name.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time I heard it, and we need to
All
connect.
5
dude.
minutes.
I've been posting on Craigslist, misconnections, and like, if you could just find my posts,
Yeah.
get back to me.
He just posted about 15
Yeah.
seconds ago.
Wait a second. They still have that?
Honestly, you could just hit up my Facebook or Instagram
That
sure.
misconnections is still there.
or my website. You know what I mean?
Yeah, OnlyFans.
Interesting.
OnlyFans. Tyler at OnlyFans.
Tyler has one fan. We
So-
already talked about this.
So Dana, no, actually, yeah.
Tyler at Single Fans.
So
Sorry if that was weird for you, Dana, but it felt right for me. If you know what I'm saying.
and he's done now. He's
Oh, I'm married. Fuck. No, I'm just kidding. No, though, seriously though, when you said Dana,
Yeah.
like just because the only name I associate with that is Dana White,
Right.
I assumed it was a male.
He's the most prolific.
Yeah, but then you
Prolific.
said she,
Yeah.
and I didn't even think about it though. But right when you said it, I was like, damn, that's a sexy name, dude.
It's a great name.
Dana, that's cute.
Yeah, and she's a very attractive female. So
Oh.
the name is fitting.
Well, anyways, Dana, what everything I
With
said
all
was
due
true.
respect, hopefully, you know what I mean. So I
About me being married, not the thing
Yeah.
about me. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, no, he's definitely still interested.
Yeah,
so and his wife does not listen. So
But she might be interested as well. Who
keep
knows?
it on the down low,
My mind's telling me no.
but my body's
telling me yeah.
When you listen to it, reach back out to us. We'd love to reconnect. Derek, I'm gonna reach out to you. I promise.
Can I call him Derelique while he's here?
Please.
Cool.
Yeah. You can
Name the reference.
Derelict my own balls.
Thank you. You don't even have to name it if you fucking come with another better reference, dude.
He's so hot right now. Han's so hot right now.
Dude, that's so funny though. Like,
Fucking Will Ferrell, man.
even the premise though that you can take your underwear off without taking your pants off, dude. That's so hilarious, dude. And they figure out like a fucking. So the only face tattoo I've ever entertained actually getting was an eyelid tattoo that says high enough. And a lot of people aren't going to understand this. Maybe some of us in this room will, but a lot of people won't get this. But he says this line. It's a song. It's called Highs and Lows. So he's pretty much he raps a little bit about like the high times he's been through, you know, hang out with famous people, shit like that, whatever.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then the low times where he just closes his eyes when he gets high enough. And I'm
Yeah.
like, bro. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't even apply that to drugs.
Yeah.
Any kind of high that I get that's good enough, I'll close my eyes and I'll just relax on that little fucking, you know, we all got kids, right?
Yeah.
If you get a moment away from your daughter, bro, or whoever, one of your kids,
Yeah.
and you're just like, you close your eyes on that high, dude. You're high enough. You close your eyes. I don't know. But
Absolutely.
that just connects with me. I love that. I want that tattoo. Donnie, keep your fucking face shut.
You know, I definitely think that
Mm.
you're original enough that you can come up with your own kind of rendition of it. It's a cool ass thing. And I remember you telling me about
Carpe
this month.
Nocturne is my own rendition.
There you go.
Seize the night.
Beautiful. There you go. See, I mean, so I knew you had, like already, like you have your own like original thoughts and ideas and stuff like that, and that's a good idea. But yeah, do your own thing for sure.
I'm against that. I think you're a fucking idiot if you tattoo your eyelids.
I
There we go.
just,
I'm done. I got my words out.
yeah. Smack bottom over
I don't
here.
know. I don't know if it's like, I don't know
having
if
it.
it's a
He's not having it.
generational thing though, or like where's the line though where, okay, I understand face tattoos are probably the most unacceptable of the tattoos because tattoos still aren't fully acceptable, right?
I think tattoos.
It's still kind of a weird thing.
I don't. I think tattoos are fully acceptable.
Except face tattoos, you think though?
Because it looks like shit. Now, this is just my opinion.
But
Many
it's-
people get them and don't think they look like shit. I hate them.
Okay, well then if it's personal opinion, I get that.
Yeah,
I guess, but
that's just my
But
personal
where's
opinion.
the line on that though, where it's like the difference where be yourself, express your art, do you, or like to a certain extent?
Let me put it this
know what
way.
I
If
mean?
you ever want a better job or, you know, how do I put this? I guess I shouldn't say better job. Like, if you ever wanted to work in, like, an industry where you're in an office, you can't have a face tattoo.
Well, I think you kind of forego a lot of those
Like
aspirations.
if you want to be reputable type of deal.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal. So I kind of see
Reputable.
it. I see it in two different
said
ways.
that wrong.
So I think that there's like a negative stigma in regards to the first time that I ever seen like
Stigma is the good word, is what I'm looking for. Yeah.
you know, it's like one of those things where I remember first time seeing like a documentary about like, you know, like what are they like Southside gangs or whatever else, not in California, whatever
Yeah.
else not. And traditionally, you associate the face tattoos with something like super negative,
With gang or violence.
gang affiliation, or just really just like fuck it, sort of a you know, kind of like just
see you.
a really kind of like
I see you.
anti social sort of a lifestyle. But that was my. But then there again, I'm a big advocate for you know, self expression via tattoos, whatever else not. And so on the flip side of that coin, so that was my first kind of introduction into seeing somebody with a face tattoo. Was like, fuck, these guys like don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's like a documentary on Discovery, whatever else not, about like gangs in Southern California and but I was much younger then.
That was strictly for affiliation, though, too, right?
Right. And you know, you kind of, you know what I mean? So
Like for the purpose of showing
it
that.
just right there, that became my threshold, or that became like, you know, the baseline for what I thought like face tattoos were. So I'd kind of like,
shied away from it a little, maybe.
for sure. I just never, I was always just kind of like, okay, well, once you take that step into face, you know, getting your face tattooed, then you're trying to really indicate, you know, that you don't give a fuck, you're a violent person or whatever else not, or you know, whatever. But
Or that I need to represent this. I don't give a fuck.
sure. And then on the flip side of that coin
In a
is
bad way, though, not in a good way.
Yeah, like last episode or a couple episodes ago when I was talking about that undercover billionaire show.
Maybe even the
that I've
next
been watching.
episode. Who knows?
Yeah, but so when I was
Who
watching
the fuck knows?
the undercover billionaire, and there's this entrepreneur guy who owns his own clothing company, and his face is tattooed. Like he's got this really interesting. It's you would look at him, and other than just the like taboo nature of having face tattoos, none of it really kind of would say that he's like a violent person or that he's affiliated with a gang or anything along those lines. His face is tattooed, and he's actually
With what, though?
he's a
Maybe some kind of like weird, like not weird's not the right word, but maybe some kind of like tribal
Kind of.
shit
I would say
to indicate
like
heritage,
Tyson?
maybe.
I would say it's a combination of tribal and
That was crack, though. That was a heritage. That was
I'm
crack,
just saying,
dog.
like that's a tribal type.
yeah, or like
sure.
yeah, I feel you. Okay, sorry.
I would think that it's like
I'll come at you 10 times
it's
more,
like
but
a
I'm sorry.
combination of like either like tribal and then also things that like mean something only to him. But he does have like a spider web, and the tattoo starts literally at like the crease in his eyelid, like on the side.
Like at your
Like
tear
where the
duct.
crow's feet would be.
Oh, the tear duct's
exactly.
inside, I
At
guess.
the tear duct, yeah, or yeah, but on
Crow's
the other
feet,
side.
yeah, crow's feet, yeah.
At the crow's feet, and it starts there,
Thanks-
literally
thanks
at
for
that
the
point.
old man reference, Donnie. Good looking out coming in.
I'm here for
banded.
something.
and it kind of spreads across his face, and so I mean it's super cool, and he has some other ones on his face that probably mean something to him, whatever. But anyway, so that would be the flip side of the coin, where
Billionaire, though.
no, he's not a billionaire. He's not a billionaire. He was actually somebody who lived in Erie, Pennsylvania, where the original Glenn, the billionaire, went there.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, it's a super like I honestly really like the show.
I was like, billionaire, bro. Like, there's a certain amount of money too, though, that you make, and you just like
Or
Who gives a
kind of
fuck?
going along with what you were saying, Donnie. It's like, okay, so yeah, like
The job thing?
You forego
Yeah, like-
any kind of like aspirations for, let's say, like a corporate style, like behind a desk, like
You'll
maybe, like,
definitely be
you're-
overlooked as
You're
a
not gonna
face.
you're not gonna get a lot of clientele as a financial advisor if your face is completely tattooed. Okay,
The only way, pretty much, you'll have a job out in the public view is if it's your own company, kind of thing.
it's your own company. If yeah, exactly. Like if you're a business owner, you work at you own like a tattoo shop or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
The
You know,
expectation's a lot different.
I have the same train of thought, I guess, because I want a face tattoo bad. I've wanted one for a while,
Why?
but I want.
And I'm not trying to talk down to you, but why? What is
I'll
it?
tell you, but the reason I haven't gotten one, honestly, is because I know there's that stigma type thing. But I know at one point, one day, I'll be fine enough where I'm like, cool, I
Yeah.
can get it. The reason why is because the main reason, which is it's kind of a vain reason, it sucks, but I like to stand out. I like to be a wow factor, I guess, kind of. So that's one. But two, there's a lot of things that super resonate with me. If I were to show it, a lot of people would be like, fuck yeah, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
with you. You know what I want to get? A Pokeball.
A what?
A little Pokeball.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of what I mean, the wow factor, now that I think about it a slight bit more. Like, wow factor as in, oh, he's not what he seems to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, that looks, you see it and you're like, whoa, and then you see it and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Okay.
I have another reason, though, too.
Uh-huh.
Because, so there's, your whole body isn't one canvas, in my opinion. A lot of people think that is, you know what I mean? Your whole body's a canvas. But to me, your arm's one, your other arm's one, your leg, your whatever, your chest. Your face is just an open, it's another open canvas, dude.
Yeah.
And it's not one, it's definitely not one to blast a whole tattoo on your whole face. But like a little accoutrement, maybe?
Yeah, and I think
I
it
don't
would-
know, dude. It's
it
just a whole nother canvas,
and
dude.
it would definitely kind of communicate a different chapter in your life.
That's why I'm waiting, yeah, till I'm
I
older.
don't think that anybody has ever like started with their face. It's always, you start at a different place. Traditionally,
Traditionally, yes.
Tra-
I
tra-
know a
okay.
couple fucking.
So yeah,
I know
but-
a couple crazy crackheads
started
that
right
with
there,
their face.
yeah.
But,
Oh,
but
yeah.
then there again, that's not the norm. So
but they were also in a troubled fucking. It was like you were saying. They were trying to be.
yeah, they want their first
Scary.
impression to be
Yeah.
like intimidating or
Yep.
like don't approach me. Where like traditionally, most of the time somebody will like their first tattoo will be somewhere where they can hide it easily. They'll get it like on their upper arm, or they'll get it somewhere where it's
Yeah.
not visible because they don't want that to be their first impression.
Tattoos are so accepted now, but why not a face tattoo?
Well, they are.
Donnie, would
they
you
really
never?
are.
Would you never get a face tattoo?
I would never get a face
No?
tattoo. No,
Why?
because I don't like them. I just don't. I don't think it looks good.
What
I
if you?
don't
What if
feel
you
that
had your
face
whole
should be
body
tattooed.
slung out and you're like, let's do it, dog. Fuck it.
No. I feel the only way there'd ever be a face tattoo would be like, my wife and kids are gone and I'm in the gutter and I'm just an alcoholic. That'd be the only way I'd even ever, you know what I mean? That would
Oh,
even
see,
cross
I
my
think
mind.
about
'cause
it in
not-
such a higher way.
That's
dude.
just not me.
But that's Donnie. See, so that's an
I feel
excellent
that,
point.
though.
That's an excellent point because that's
when you have
what,
nothing left.
But that's what it means to you when you see it with somebody else. So when you see somebody else,
Ooh.
you immediately identify with like if you were to be in that low spot to where you just didn't give a fuck and like
Yeah,
you
I
were
mean,
lonely, you didn't have your family anymore. Something.
So if I
really-
got a face tattoo,
something-
you wouldn't fuck with me no more.
Something really
No, I still
traumatic
fuck with you.
happened in your life,
You're just
and
a
so
little guy.
then you would do it, and so therefore that's what you perceive when you see it.
But yeah,
That's
that'd be the
totally
only
fine.
part that would even
But-
cross my mind to do it.
But
Like,
Donnie, here's the deal: is if you and I went to Hawaii right now,
Boom.
exactly, yeah, that's their culture. That's their thing, and
Yeah,
I,
you
I
you would
get that,
celebrate
yeah.
it, right? You would celebrate it. You'd be like, wow, because that's
See, and if I was
so-
raised in that and it was that way, then yeah, I mean, I would
Yeah.
totally think different of it.
Or
And I
whatever.
have not seen one
well, the
yet
negative's
that I
harder for
thought
people-
looked good. You know, a
That
face
was my
tattoo.
next question. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, have you ever seen one that you agreed with?
Okay, so like on the Hawaiians, the
Uh-huh.
Samoans, the tribal, that looks, but that's them. That's what I associate.
I
that
like
even
the
look with.
I like the ones that the girls
the other
get
ones I
like
see,
on their
no, I just-
hairlines
Yeah.
right here. The girl like a feather or something that a girl will get. I just feel like those look good. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of like.
I'm not huge on facial piercings either. The eyebrow is the only one I like.
But
Yeah.
girls don't
Well,
age as well as men. I feel like also.
There's
So
that
that's
one
gonna look fucked up soon.
tattoo girl who has the
dimple.
the cute one with the dimples, and that's
Yeah,
pierced. That one looks
yeah.
cool. But
Kat Von D.
no, it's not her. It's one of her.
Oh,
popular
are we
ones.
talking about piercings now?
Yeah, the one that's
I
saying
don't
I
fuck
don't
with-
even like facial piercings. The eyebrow I think is cool, and that's it. I don't like the nose
On girls or
look-
on yourself?
on anybody.
Oh.
I don't like the nose piercings at all.
I had my
I don't like the
eyebrow
lips.
tattooed before, or fucking my eyebrow tattooed.
I had
my
mine
eyebrow
double
pierced before.
pierced.
Yeah.
It was
I'll do
pierced
that
two
again, though.
rings. And
I really like. I'm a fan of Yellow Wolf, and
Yes, sir.
I
Hey,
love
can we take a second though and shout out Yellow Wolf?
no,
for sure. Shout out to Yellow Wolf, but I mean
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, that's his name.
Dwayne
Yeah,
Johnson
his,
is the Rock.
His face
Yellow Wolf's
tattoos.
name too. I'm sorry, without the rock in the middle.
But he's one of the ones where I see the face tattoos and I mean I dig
Dude,
it.
they're great.
He's
They're great.
somebody that I think looks good with face tattoos.
Oh, see, that's another aspect too, though. Like if you could pull it off or not.
If you could pull it off.
if it fits.
Right.
Like if someone gets it and you're like, damn, dog, that fits you forever.
And you know what also one thing I really do because I also like I like the like that Southern culture, and so
Southern hospitality, we call it.
yeah. So like
Can-
that.
Can I
Southern,
correct Tyler really quick?
Hold on one second. So like that Southern like
He doesn't need to,
lifestyle
you're
and stuff
fine.
like that. But so for me, like when I see like Yellow Wolf with his face tattoos and stuff like that, it's more of a Southern, like his upbringing and stuff like that, and it's completely different than the first time I'd seen face tattoos associated like Southern California,
True,
where
true,
it was
true,
like
true,
gang
true.
related. So
Well, because his
sorry, Donnie,
like,
go ahead.
well, the
Well,
one under
for-
his
I
lip
wanted to correct
says
Tyler.
Cowboy.
Yeah,
That's a good
Yellow Wolf,
Fucking
his
love
real
it.
name is Michael Wayne. Nothing Dwayne Johnson. I don't know where
Dude,
the fuck
I
I got
don't-
that. The one
Donnie.
under his lip looks like
Donnie, shut up.
part of
You ruined
like a
it.
goatee or something.
Yeah, so
Donnie, you
like
fucking
he doesn't
ruined it.
have the big out there, or
Right.
even the small one above his eye
He does though.
is a name, but it almost fits with his eyebrow. Like it doesn't look horrible, but still again, it's not for me.
Right.
But yeah, I mean these aren't.
He's somebody that kind of pulls it off,
Dude,
right?
he's trying to rationalize
Yeah,
and
like-
justify right now, and I'm about to
It
write
kind
it.
of it works. It's,
and
it's
then
not.
you look at the next one from far away.
Marcus?
It looks like it's a goatee.
Marcus, I'm
Yeah,
gonna make Donnie write a
but-
thinking report right now
Okay.
I'm not writing shit.
on his negative thoughts and his
I'm
bad
just
behavior.
not a fan of face tattoos.
Yeah.
That's just it. You're
I-
talking kind of like that you like, but not that's stars, not feather. But
Yeah.
when
Like
they're
on
up
the
like that
face?
on girls,
Yeah. And
That's
and I,
hot.
and I think Kat Von D was one of the first ones to kind of to
Oh, schnitzel! He
told
brought
you to plug his shit in.
pizza for everybody, dude.
Yeah, did you bring a fucking charcuterie board in here?
No, this is perfect because now we got a second or a third, fourth,
Hey,
second, a third, a fourth.
everybody.
just-
the reason
You go ahead.
Plug
You-
him in.
the
you were doing
reason we're making a fuss over here is because the fourth man, Dan the Man, stepped in the room with a full bottle of wine and one piece of fucking pizza for
it.
himself.
Yeah.
This is about to be posted for.
5 days is my limit, dog. But no, Dan the Man's in the house.
You'll have to plug in the mic. Tyler unplugged you. He's a dick.
Yeah.
And, oh, Tyler did this and Tyler did that.
Mhm.
We all know, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just to bring
The
you up to
person
What am I
who's loud
diverting?
about
Dan,
it.
Dan, just to bring you up to speed.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Donnie hates Tyler and everything about him, including the potential face tattoos that he might get at a later point in time.
I mean, look at him.
We're talking
so-
about face tattoos. There was something that's sticking out to me right now for some weird reason that we talked about.
What else? What else are we
Put it
talking
back
about?
in your pants.
Donnie? Oh, I said thanks, Donnie, for coming in with the old man reference. It was about that. What was his old man reference?
He just hates everything and everybody, and you especially.
Yeah.
What face tat are you getting, man?
Tyler wants one, and
I've always
we,
wanted
we
one.
just got onto it, and I was asking why, and we all got our
The
opinions.
best
like,
part
I
though
don't
is
like
I'm
them.
not done talking about it.
No, I want to hear more.
So I've always wanted one. I plan on having one. But so we're trying to figure out the stigma is what we were talking about face tattoos. And I kind of brought up like, yes, some people think your whole body's a canvas, right? I think your whole body is multiple different canvases. So at some point you're going to have to reach this canvas. Anyway, I like face tattoos. I think they look good. But I would have to pick something that like there's a lot of different things that resonate with me a lot. So it would obviously be something that's, important to me that I would pick. But I was telling Marcus and Donnie, I guess, but he wasn't really into it. He's fucking
No,
over
I'm
it.
listening. I
No,
just,
yeah,
I'm
he's
just not a
like,
fan.
I'm just over here hating everything and everybody. Okay, we got past. There's obviously a stigma, right, on face tattoos.
I think it just scares old people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's what kind of Marcus was saying.
He's not calling you old, Donnie.
It's related.
Well, I'm not scared by him. I'm just,
Yeah.
I don't.
It's related and
Yeah.
affiliated to gang members, violent people.
Well, it's a generational
criminals.
like social norm thing. Yeah.
and
yeah.
that's how you started,
Yeah.
Tyler.
Okay, but no. So what about? I've asked this to Brittany, and she's completely against me. She's not on my side on this. A glow in the dark face tattoo,
So almost like wait, glow in the dark or like a black light. where
or either or.
it's almost white, but when
Either
you flip
or.
on the black light, then it glows.
Yeah.
Either or.
Yeah.
Well, see that
But like, what's you
okay.
know?
Well, let's go back to where I said, face tattoo right away. You're not going to get any kind of reputable job unless you own the business.
but
Something like that's
also
hidden
though,
better. So
but
that
we have to remember,
I'll give you.
I'm not
tattoo
I'm not
right now.
after the normal
It's
tattoo.
called
The-
semen.
but wait, yeah, huh? Oh god.
he didn't even have to get up to give it. to
Turn the
you.
black lights on. It's everywhere.
It's like a murder scene in
I
here.
know, Jesus Christ. But no, I'm not after the normal. The face tattoo I want isn't on my cheek, on my forehead. I want my eyelids. So keep that in mind when we're talking about glow in the dark
And
or even normal tattoo.
that part right there,
Scares the shit out of me.
exactly. Like that is fucking like insane.
Who's seeing my eyelids?
No, but what if he slips
the
and boom, shoves it right into your eye?
People get their eyeballs.
Like that is
tattooed.
so thin and
Yeah, like that
exactly.
picture that
It's
Donnie
just-
just showed.
Yeah, the blue. Yeah,
I'm
it's
I'm
too
with you
much.
there,
Yeah, oh,
but
yeah.
I've heard.
Can't do it.
What's the white part of the eye called?
I mean, the eyeballs to me, regardless.
Eyelids, dude. eyelids, everybody.
Oh, I know, but we were talking about eyeballs. You were just talking about the white of your eyes.
Yeah, saying
yeah,
there's
but-
So
no
I
nerve
haven't moved on
endings
from
or-
that yet. So what I'm saying is
okay.
like there's not a way to do that painless or painful to where there is really a socially kind of like social way to kind of go about that.
Yeah.
It's
Would you get your balls tattooed? Your eyeballs?
my
Sorry.
eyeballs?
I said
No,
balls.
no, I wouldn't. I
Dude,
wouldn't.
I want to
wouldn't,
get
dude.
flames tattooed. Flames tattooed on
Jesus.
the white
I don't
parts
think
of
that
my
I
eyes,
don't
dog.
I don't think that that's like possible yet, dude. I don't think that there's a way.
No, it is.
It's like solid color.
Have you seen it?
Totally.
I think
Really?
all they can do
Yeah.
is solid color.
That's wild.
That's where I heard it wasn't painless.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, there's no nerve endings or whatever. There's a lot of people that most people just get straight color though.
So I guess it's called the
Damn.
sclera.
Damn
Damn.
there.
Sclera.
SCLERA, sclera.
That's right, sclera.
Okay.
So there's scleral
Oh, Dan's
tattooing.
a doctor. Dan's a fucking doctor now.
So
He's a bartender, a banker, and a doctor.
Dr. Dan. Dr. Dan.
scleral tattooing
And a neighbor.
Dr.
I am
Feelgood over
drinking
here.
wine if you didn't notice.
is the practice of tattooing the
Yeah.
sclera or the white part of the human eye.
Now I trust you.
It's a deep red.
The dye is not injected in the tissue, but between two layers of the eye, where it spreads out over a large area.
Yep.
So it's kind of like you got
gotta
the
know what
outer
you're
layer.
doing.
It just go. Yeah.
Okay, well,
like
that's what I was gonna
wow.
say. I'll tell you right now. If there's someone that can figure that out, there's someone that can
And
do a
the
fucking
process is
eyelid
not
tattoo just
common.
fine, dude.
Totally.
I mean, that's just creepy.
On face tattoos,
Yeah.
I personally would not get one.
Okay.
Connie's like, see?
What-
Fucking
what-
see?
I'm just saying,
What's your
okay.
impression when
No,
you
I'm
see
just
somebody
kidding.
with
Yeah,
a
I'm
face
the
tattoo?
same. I just
kidding,
wouldn't get
Donnie.
them.
It depends.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
mean, it depends. I mean, I've seen, and honestly, like, I don't think you can judge somebody just by that
No.
alone. But I think that,
No.
I think the reality of it is that most of the population does.
And
And
I
that's-
and I
that's
think you're
fair.
coming
Yeah.
you're coming from kind of a place where like I'm also like I identify.
I
as
didn't.
Well.
I literally didn't even think about that point.
Cool. But so you're
I
also
hate you.
okay. So then you're coming from
You
the,
want me to say some more stuff? You want me to? Is this your crocodile?
so, but Dan, like just what you said right there is kind of like it's that more understanding, and I would attribute a lot of that to like the service industry,
Yeah.
because when you work with such a unique, dynamic group of people for such a long period of time, you really do get that kind of like general like. Okay, teach his own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as long as you can have a face tattoo, but still be like a cool person, or you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like if it says like go fuck yourself on your face. Obviously,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're trying to say something,
Yeah.
or you're saying it very specifically. but yeah, I mean, like I think generally it's like if it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. On you, Tyler, your personality is so like welcoming and not like you're not trying to intimidate people when you first meet them. That for you, I would
I'm
be
not
like, fuck
adversive
yeah.
at all.
I'd be like, do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even do the glow in the dark if you want to. I think that's a cool
That's
thing.
the only.
But don't do it just because you don't want it to be visible, other than under blacklight or in the dark.
That's
because
that's the only agreement I can come to with everyone fucking around me, and I know I shouldn't live my life based on them.
definitely not, and you don't,
No.
and you wouldn't.
Yeah. Yes, Dan said most people in the society judge on that now. You know what I mean? You probably shouldn't, but a lot of people do.
Yep.
If more people push it growing up now, I'm not trying to advocate. Do you think it'll become more acceptable? Maybe
I think it has.
maybe
over the
not.
last-
Well,
yeah.
that's why we can't get
It
past
is,
the word
yeah.
acceptable. But the
There's
face,
so many-
though, the face is what I'm stuck on though.
The face
But like
is-
Post
So what's the
Malone,
word I'm looking for there?
I don't know,
Not
but
acceptable, but do you think we can pass that barrier to where that is also acceptable?
eventually.
socially acceptable for sure. So it would be like somebody like Post Malone and stuff. I think in the past couple of years we've seen like a surge in these like these
You
artists.
keep saying Post Malone,
But
dog.
he's not like the
Because-
poster
Name one
child
song.
of it, though, 'cause
Because-
Name one fucking
he's a
song, dude. You
shitbag.
keep saying Post Malone. Nobody knows who that is, dude.
like I wouldn't like introduce Post Malone to my grandma. Just saying.
I was
Maybe.
gonna
I've heard of
say
a genuine person.
If I were just to gauge something based on like interviews
hating
and
on what
like
you said.
listening to him or
Not
whatever else,
hating on what you
not. I mean, I've only seen him like try to play a tough guy in like one movie, and that's the one with like fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
with what's his name?
I don't
love
even.
that
I know
movie,
what I remember
when
the
he's
scene.
in prison,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I
yeah.
just watched it recently.
and it's got Mark Wahlberg in it.
Yes,
Of
I'll look it up. It was a
And
Netflix
it-
only
What'd
movie.
you say, Dan?
But that's the
Then, of
only
course.
time.
Oh, I thought you named the movie. Sorry.
It's the only
I
time.
was like, what?
It's something confidential.
Yeah,
Like,
it was his name.
Spencer.
Oh, yeah.
Spencer Confidential.
Confidential. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Oh, the Netflix original. Yeah.
other than that, though, like interviews and things like that with Post Malone, like definitely indicate that he's,
There it goes, dude.
that he is one of those like breaking the stereotype. like face tattoos, but doesn't let that dictate who he is. And I think that if you were to meet him and like there again, I can't speak. To that.
I have some other thoughts on it. I kind of agree, but
His face tattoos, in my opinion, are garbage. But I still think that his personality supersedes.
oh, so yeah.
Or
that he
like,
did when it was homemade.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what Post Malone's remind me of. Just some,
totally. Or like
Yeah.
some
there
kid
again,
with an ink pen and trying to give himself tattoos.
Have you ever done Molly?
No.
That's what happens.
right? And then
Get tattoos in basements,
And
dog.
especially
by
if
shady
you
people.
have your like homemade tattoo gun, you're looking in the mirror,
One,
you're all
there's
pilled out on
two,
something.
there's
You look in the
three,
mirror and you're like, I can do this shit backwards.
There's 4. Yeah, dude. I got all of those.
Yeah. I mean, you look in the mirror for too long when you're all fucked up, then you get the idea that either you're gonna pick your face off or tattoo it.
But no, Post Malone, I heard he had so his career, he tried all kinds of different genres of music, and none of them hit. And then he tried rap, and like he got picked up a little bit, and then I'm pretty sure that's when he started tatting himself all up.
You know, my take on face tattoos is, and why I think that they're like it's a social norm thing.
Oh, we
is
don't
that-
want to talk about racial things on this podcast, so don't even say it. So don't even say it.
Now that we're scared too, it's just a sensitive time.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dan.
Never mind.
He looks like a good little Jewish boy.
Yep.
Like,
That's what I'm talking about.
No, I
And then he started rapping.
I love the meme where they're like, he looks like every dude in the back of the house, right?
Yeah.
He looks like every cook on the line.
Yeah.
You know, especially with
Fuck
the face
yeah.
tattoo. Like he's
Yeah.
making French fries for the female like servers and shit. And he's just like, yeah. He's like, I'm your best fucking friend.
Yeah.
But nobody actually really likes him. Anyways, Dan, you were saying.
No, but
Something racial. Let's go.
I think tattoos have always been an expression of art, but they also have a level of like defiance towards society and social norms.
Oh, I'm
to
with
them.
you there. I'm totally
Like,
with you
when
there.
When you like show off your tats, it's almost like hey, like I'm kind of like
Check out how cool I am.
well, it's a level of like I'm like outside of like societal norms. Like,
Yeah.
there's a
No,
level of that, and I think
yeah.
tattoo on the face is like the ultimate.
There again, you know, like spending a little, like taking a trip to Hawaii. You know what I mean? And like where to them, it's like it's almost the exact flip flop. So if you
Yeah.
don't express yourself in your heritage via tattooing and things like that,
Yep.
then I see like there's a stigma against being like, well, that person's not full-blooded Hawaiian or
Yeah.
Samoan or whatever
yeah.
else, not So I think it is unique what part of the world you live
That's
in.
pretty deep rooted though too.
Right.
That's a lot. That's very different. I feel like
For
you know what
sure,
I mean?
like Native American, Hawaiian.
But it's more time for
Well,
that
you-
socially.
It's like a rite of passage, right?
Yeah. But that's been over time. So you're saying like in time would it be more acceptable? Yes, but like is it
Do
gonna
you-
be
do
10
you
years
really
or
think that,
100
though?
years? I don't know.
And
think
is it
that,
going to
though?
mean anything
It will,
different?
yeah,
And
absolutely.
is it going to mean anything more substantial? I don't think so.
I don't think so
I think it's every kind of self
We're gonna be like
modification is
it's gonna
very
be
personal.
factions. We're
What?
gonna be like the Jews. We're gonna have our numbers tattooed under our eyes in the future.
Or
Everyone's
a
gonna have one.
barcode on the back of your neck. You
Yeah.
know?
that's
that would
probably-
be
yeah.
where it would be more.
That would be
standard.
inefficient on the back of your neck. Just so you know, Marcus.
Okay, have you played Hitman?
If you were a scanner and you had to scan that many people a day, would you want to be fucking pulling their heads down, scanning the back of their necks? What if they have long hair? You got to pull that shit up, or do you just want to fucking check the face real quick? Bink, bink.
You're right. I guess the forehead would be better because
Just
it's
saying, dude.
it's a tighter part
Yeah.
of the skin.
Yeah, dude. There's no time to be wasted in these times.
I don't want
You
to
know
waste
what
any
I'm
time.
saying? We're gonna,
We can
hey,
never get this time back.
We're just getting paid to do our job. That's all we're doing is our job.
That's true.
We're just doing our job, dude.
Yeah.
We didn't know we were oppressing millions and millions of people. We're just doing our job.
Jesus.
He did the same thing. I'm glad you brought Jesus up. Let's talk about it.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Did we tell Marcus
That
about it?
fucking Jew.
Tell me about it.
Dude,
Oh, not
Joey.
Jesus.
Yesterday, Joey was like, he threw out his back, his back hurt. He was at this delivery.
No,
the
we did
lady
not tell him.
literally
Donnie wasn't there.
put her hand on his back and tried to pray the pain away.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
Yo, she was like, "Do you
I'm like,
believe in
what the
God?"
fuck?
Oh,
She was like, "Do you
shit.
believe in God?" And he said, "He said probably not the God that you believe in, but I believe in a higher power."
Hey, good for him for sticking to his
Right.
And
scripts.
I was in the same room as him, and
I should have said
I was
no.
facing away from them, but I did a little like when you pull your own fist in, you're like,
Yeah,
fuck yeah, Joey, fuck yeah. I
Yeah.
did one of those to myself.
Did it work? Was it like a miracle or
No,
No,
this is the funny
I
part.
didn't-
She's
I didn't
like,
think
"Do you
so."
mind if I pray your pain away?" And Joey's he's a hustler. He's trying to chase that tip, right?
Yeah.
He's like, "I make you happy. You'll pay me at the end of the day, maybe. Who
Yeah,
knows?"
go for it. Yeah.
And so she starts rubbing his we're gonna lose some listeners on this one. She like puts her hand on his back and is like, "Dear Lord Jesus, take the pain out of this boy. He is meant for so much more on this earth, and he doesn't need to feel pain and blah blah." And this, I laughed out loud a small bit, dude.
Yeah.
But she pulled her hand away and she goes, "How's it feel? Does it feel better?" And I was like, dude, I was dying in the back.
yeah,
And
totally.
he's like, "Bitch, I pulled a nerve, dude. I didn't feel." He's like, "Nothing's gonna help." Dude.
Yeah.
But then she's like, "Let me try again then." And she goes in, right? And I'm behind him the whole time. I don't know if she forgets this, what's going on. And she's like vibrating. It's like she's playing DJ on her own clit, right?
Yeah.
She's vibrating his back.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Do you feel that?" She goes, "That's not even me. I'm not moving at all."
No, she's a vessel for the Lord at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, "It looks like you got Parkinson's, bitch. You moving your hand like a motherfucker." Yeah.
Was she
I'm
speaking
like,
in
"You
tongues?
shaking?"
Yeah.
And I catch Joey's eyes.
Sounds like
dude,
she
and
could
he's
use
just
more
like,
Jesus in her life, huh?
He's like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Well, the reason that she
She just wanted to put her hands on him.
Probably.
that's what I
yeah.
told him. I was like, "Bro, you should have just been like." She's like, "Where's your pain?" And he's like, "Right here, lady.
rub
Here's
it.
my pain."
Just rub it.
So I told
Rub
Joey,
it
I was
out.
like, "I'll show you where it hurts." He goes,
Yeah.
"That's what my dad
Oh,
said."
Like,
it's swollen. It's so swollen.
It's
Release-
not.
we
It's
need to
not
release
so
the
much.
demons.
It's not so much right here
Get the
as
pus
much as
out.
it is right in my groin.
Right
Right
Yeah.
here. Yeah. I pulled my groin.
It was just fucking hilarious.
You get
But
the
she
demons
said the
out.
reason she started it was because she said she had some weird bone disease and she was in a wheelchair and couldn't walk. And she said
Bullshit.
she said for 6 months she couldn't walk. While she was in the hospital, someone suggested Christ to her.
Uh-huh.
And she said, "I never even thought about that."
Uh-huh.
And so she said, "I prayed." And she said, "I stood up instantly and all my pain was gone and I could walk again."
Yeah. Praise Jesus.
I'm like, "Dude, heroin's a hell of a drug, bitch." I'm like, "That Dilaudid
Yeah,
that's put in
yeah,
me is a
yeah,
hell of a drug,
yeah.
lady."
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always like, it's always just intrigued me, like how people, and I know people when they're like vulnerable like that, they turn to like whatever help they can find, but it's like,
Well, it could have been an epiphic experience too. You know what I mean? She might have seen God. She was
maybe, I don't know.
She
But
met
I
the
just don't-
bearded man.
You can live your whole life and then one day just be like, yeah, like I need that right now.
Yeah,
so I
dude.
believe in it. Like it doesn't fucking make
Well,
any
it
sense.
usually comes from those places. It usually comes from a lack of like
Anything else.
being able
Yeah.
to identify with what your needs are, and so you toss it up to God, and then this
Yeah.
That makes
like
me
your
laugh
your
so
your,
hard,
your
dude.
lack
Yeah,
of
yeah.
your lack of
Fuck
ability
it.
to take care of your own self,
That's a
and
good way to
so
put
then
it,
yeah,
though.
you just toss it up, you toss it
Yeah,
up to
fuck
fucking
yeah.
God, and you
Yo, Jinx, you owe me a hand job.
you Hail Mary like for literally and
shit.
metaphorically Hail Mary, and then you get that response.
No.
and
yeah.
then you're better.
And then,
Yeah,
And then you're
I
on
just-
Dilaudid the rest of your life,
Yeah.
and everything's fine.
Then you can attribute everything bad to God and everything good to him as well.
Well, and you just
Uh-huh.
have to have
You'd
faith.
be like, yeah,
Dan.
yeah.
You have to have
I know.
fucking
If
faith.
But
it's
Dan-
bad, it's his will.
But
and
Dan,
there's there's
everything's a
purpose.
blessing, though.
I know.
The way I see it is, if that's what it takes for you to live the life you think is a good person,
For sure.
more power to you.
There you go.
There-
But
there-
don't think that it's going to do the same for everybody. It's not for me. I
Yeah.
don't
Aye,
believe it.
though,
I'm
who the
not
fuck
gonna.
wants to be that bored their whole
Yeah.
life, dog?
Some people do. Some people need that feeling. The faith, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It
those
helps
fools don't
them,
even know, dude.
But it helps
they-
them be who they think is the
Yeah,
good
they just don't
person.
even know,
Like,
dude. Go out to the fucking bar. and
But
kick
you're
it
right,
back
Donnie.
with your
That's
homies.
that's what I didn't really kind of
Make
speak
some
to,
jokes.
but you nailed it. Is like like the ones that it just they don't have to put it onto other people.
yeah.
And so yeah, there's that aspect to it. But then also I think the biggest one that I see, the fear portion of it, is traditionally is people are scared of what's going to happen when they die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like kind of like what you said, like with like, am I going to go to hell or whatever else not? And it's just basically nobody knows what happens when you die, and that's why so many people latch on to some kind of like,
Yep.
well, if I do this, then when I die, I know for sure.
Yeah.
Although no one's ever come back to tell me this for certain,
Yep.
other than some
Yeah.
literature, some fucking garbage literature.
Ooh, what are the definitions of die and death? Now I'm curious. Because what are people so afraid of if there's a definite definition of something?
the
you know what I
unknown.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the unknown, man.
If there's a definition, though,
So
it's not unknown.
all
Yeah.
they think they know is what they're taught through the fear, of the Bible. Like,
I think the meaning's a big part too. Like people don't want to think like you've done this, you lived your whole life and you made all these decisions and like all the love and everything that you have in your life is like meaningless. Like you want something after that. It's like, oh yeah, you're like working towards something rather than just like
Yeah.
working towards
Yeah.
Nothing.
I think that's the wine talking.
I don't.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay,
serious.
Dan.
No, I agree with that because most people I know in my life are that train of thought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you want something to show for?
Yeah, but like me, I want something. And this is probably all of us in this room, but we just want to fucking feel good at the end of the day, dude. We want to be happy with what we fucking peeled off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think that's
cares
where
what's
your kids
after,
come
dude?
in. I've got my kids to show for what I did. Whether I'm a millionaire or not, I'm raising good kids who respect
Exactly.
people who are great. That has nothing to do with religion and faith.
Well, that's what I mean, though. As long as like you're
And that's what I
happy
gotta
with
show.
what
Yeah, I
you
don't- I
did,
don't-
and if you feel you did, I think religion, though, truthfully, is slowly dying.
because
really, really
less
think
and
it
less
is.
people are forcing it on their kids.
Well, that too, but well, grown adults are realizing it's bullshit.
Information
You know what I
age.
mean? Like it's not. This
Yeah.
is all a fucking hoax, dude. It's all
Well,
a facade.
Yep.
All those people who are praying and praying for COVID to be fake,
Okay, but those people are
It's God's
nuts,
plan.
dude.
it's God's plan.
Those are
It's God's
people are,
plan, bro.
And that's what they always say.
and we have a
I know.
percentage of people that are actually nuts. Let them be fucking nuts, dude. I'm
It's
just
a
saying.
Hey, if they're
it's-
happy, let it, you know.
It's a
But
pretty
that
large
kinda-
percentage.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
kind of goes with what Dan said though, with like the
That are what?
tattoo thing.
That are
Where you're
losing faith
kinda-
or gaining faith.
That are nuts.
Oh, that are
yeah.
nuts.
Oh,
Oh,
that are
my
nuts,
God.
fuck yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and see, that's the thing too. Is I don't think that religion is
You
losing.
can't read that.
Is losing any kind of traction.
can't
I don't think that
read
religion's
nuts.
losing any kind of traction. I think it still has its huge base of unrealistic. And there again, religion in itself is not the worst thing, but it is also very like non-factual, non-scientific,
Yeah.
you know, and so
And a lot of people really bullshit.
and I don't see that it's losing any kind of traction. I think that
It's regional too.
non-religious people that have been non-religious their lives. I think there's more adults that are kind of, for lack of a better term, converting to religion or reverting to religion in their later portion of their lives. Maybe it's just these times, but ultimately the news outlets and things like that, it's super easy just to kind of like pick your lane and get your own narrative, like via anything that you watch, right? So I've noticed that about myself too, and I've been trying to be more conscious about being like, okay, so like, even though I don't agree with like, let's say Fox News, right?
Oh.
Or any of those
I
people.
was like, oh my god, Marcus. But sorry, Cole.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus.
You were
Christ.
legitimately worried there.
Yeah, I was like, we were friends. Dude. Sorry, what?
No, but like
Whew.
I've tried to be more conscious about like not just listening to the things that make me happy or the things that I'm just kind of like, yeah, fuck right. Like I
Yeah.
believe that. Like now I'm like trying to like listen to like even news outlets and things like that I don't agree with just to get perspective.
Yeah.
And because I see how easy it is for me right now, or like what I've been doing. And I think a big thing too was like leading up to that insurrection or whatever else not. And then after the insurrection, and I was so inundated with just things that I wanted to hear. So I just like listened to like MSNBC or whatever else. Like the ones that just would tell me the stuff that I agreed with.
Just reaffirming.
Yeah.
news.
I see that.
And then
in
I
Yeah.
became very fearful too. And then I was just kind of like, you know, and that was kind of an eye opener, because then when you kind of reach out or kind of like open your mind up to other like news options or whatever else not, then I was just kind of like, fuck, it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like
There's all a
the
slant.
more that I've kind of like
You've got to watch or read 5 different articles just to get a slight
clue.
but
yeah.
Some
thing
context
of what
clues.
is actually
Yeah.
the truth.
But
Exactly.
But honestly, that is that's our responsibility, I think. Like,
Yeah.
And I think that people like attacking news media for having bias is ridiculous, because the news isn't here to fucking feed you your opinion. It's to feed you what they think happened,
yeah.
and then
Or what they heard.
Yeah, and then
You know.
their perspective, and then you gather information and you make a educated
right
opinion yourself.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like,
But yeah, like I don't like just kind of like fitting one narrative. I don't like living in this kind of bubble of like just being spoon feeding myself just with shit that I want to hear or the shit that I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see stuff that I don't like, and then like you were saying, Donnie, like if I take the whole pie and you know what I mean, if I put it all together, whatever else not, if I take all these like news outlets and everything else not, then you really do gain a small fraction of truth out of all of those things.
Yep.
If you just watch one particular like news outlet, right, you can get very you can put the blinders on and you can get very kind of like passionate about that one side. And then now that you see like people on one side are super passionate about their beliefs and then the other side, and I'm like, well, fuck, they can't be completely wrong. You know, there has to be some kind of like bridge that gaps the two sides or whatever else not, and that's the bridge that I'm trying to like, you know what I mean? Try to be aware of.
Yeah.
Do you do that too, Dan? Do you watch you watch both sides and shit?
Yeah.
Or whatever. I didn't even know there's
Did you
sides.
just say yeah,
Although-
whatever?
Although
I didn't know. I literally didn't know there was sides to news.
Although there are.
Oh, yeah.
There
I
are.
watched so little news. I didn't
Oh,
even
yeah,
know.
they're all biased, man. But although there are news outlets that aren't news or opinion.
The Inquirer.
Like Fox is opinion, man. Like
The
Fox,
ones they sell in Albertsons and shit.
like a lot of those news shows on Fox are opinion.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And so and you saw that like with this whole like when they started reporting differently on Trump, like during the end of his presidency.
Oh,
a
here we-
lot
no,
of
I'm just
these
kidding.
like Fox News watchers were like
Yeah, he was their biggest supporter
they ditched him.
until
They're
near
like,
the end. He's like,
you're not saying what we want to hear, and
Yeah.
like you know what I mean. But you can tell it in even like local news, like CBS Channel 2
So you rationalize.
is super conservative.
it's way different than Channel
Where
6 or 7. It's-
KTVB
yeah.
is definitely more liberal,
Yeah.
like leaning. So and the viewership is the same too. Like if you go and look at the comments on like KTVB Channel 2 on Facebook, like super conservative leaning comments, and then if you go to KTVB, it's like it's totally opposite. Like so it's kind of good to watch both sides and like make your own
Yeah.
opinion. You know what I mean? And you kind of see perspective from like your adversary or your like people who have a different opinion than you. Maybe you see where they're coming from. In the like most recent past, a lot of it's been just crazy bullshit.
I was gonna say I
like-
try for most to see other people's sides on
Yeah.
things, and some of it I'm like,
Sometimes
look, I
like,
just
what
can't.
the fuck?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny too because I overheard you say that, Donnie. Like, so that's traditionally when I will.
The morning duties.
Yes.
Yeah.
You knew exactly where I'm going with that. That's exactly when I like really like. It's so funny too because like I put a lot of like. You know, I talk like I put a lot of like emphasis in it, but it's literally when I'm taking a shit is when I fucking like fill my brain full of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny. Like it's like I do it on my free time, but it you know it could be very.
That used to be when I
dangerous.
got my best scores on all my games on my phone.
Right,
You know,
right, yeah.
My morning duties. Now
Yeah.
it's where I get my news.
That's when Tyler
Oh,
cruises
Super
grinder.
Bowl's coming up.
What about Christmas? My Christmas sweater?
I said that's when you cruise grinder.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, yeah.
That's when he
Yeah,
does his
hey.
little swipe
all-
right on you. I swiped right on you. All right.
Yeah, Dan the man. I
Yeah.
see your fucking profile,
Yeah,
dog.
I'm still waiting on
Damn
those
the man.
DMs, dog. Waiting on those
Yeah, dude,
DMs.
We get it.
Lieutenant
We all have kettlebells, dude. We get it. Fuck yeah, dude. Go Chiefs.
Go
So-
Chiefs. Super Bowl. Though I mean,
Did
like,
your parents stop talking to you when you were 18 because you told them you wanted to cut hair? You're like, look, Dad, reverse mohawk.
do you like
It's an
it?
inverted mohawk.
Do you like
Only
it?
you,
Yeah,
Pops.
dude.
I never called him Daddy's
Have you
Pops.
seen the Zohan?
Yeah.
I love
Dude,
that fucking
damn.
movie,
God
dude.
damn it, Dan.
It's a good one.
I was hoping most of our demographic never watched the Zohan, dude.
The Zohan, dude.
Tyler's learning new words
wait.
like demographic.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, hey, I know what that means.
And
I
Zohan.
want to cut hair.
Yeah, and
Don't
so-
you got hair?
You faggola. He's a faggola.
so would,
Silky smooth.
Scrappy
Would it
cocoa.
surprise
Scrappy
you-
cocoa. Silky smooth.
so he actually had that growing in for a while, and I told him he shouldn't go within 3 miles of an elementary school, so he shaved it.
He had to turn his lights off this Halloween, so
I'm not
until they
gonna,
made him shave whatever he had going on.
I'm
in his
not
face
gonna
there.
let you guys discredit my fucking friend like that, dude. In front of my face like that.
Just
Yeah.
because he's
started
got
it,
his
dude.
mouth around your cock daily recently?
It does mean we're friends.
Oh, okay.
So what were you gonna say?
No, that was it. You
It means we're more than friends.
Yeah, I'm not paying him. There's no transactions being handled.
He's 1 through 4 in
Yeah.
my mind.
I saw you buy him a candy bar.
He's doing me a solid.
That's
I'm
a
doing
payment.
him a solid. Okay.
Oh, your jizz comes out solid?
I was gonna say, yeah. What kind of
No.
stuff are we talking about here?
But the texture of my jizz in his mouth, he loves it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's like he's like
No,
yo,
that's
he's
not
like
true.
yo, he's
he
like do me a
loves
solid.
you, so he says that.
when he's done talking,
Either way, I'm doing
I've
a
been in
solid.
those kind of relationships where I'm like, no, you don't
Yeah,
enjoy
fuck
it.
yeah.
You just love me,
Yeah,
and so you're
fuck.
saying that.
Yeah. Huh? I'm like,
But-
now go do something.
But it's definitely rehearsed. Like
Fuck
you've
it,
said
eh?
that before to another
dude.
person.
I just met the dude.
Yeah.
I just met him.
This is my first
Yeah,
time.
I just met him, and it's been cool.
It's just you're special.
I can tell though it's about to get
You
weird.
taste sweet.
It's about to get weird. He's trying to get work involved, and like it's just I don't want to do that.
You can't play that game.
I guess, you know,
You
I
gotta,
have-
you got to keep work and
I have
personal
jobs to
separate.
get to on time. I don't have time to pull over at every fucking gas station so he can
If-
suck my dick, dude.
if you're
I
going to
don't-
do that
there's a
to
lot of gas
member
stations,
of your
It's that
work,
roadhead.
Yeah.
it should be at least one half of HR. I'm just
I like to
saying,
call-
you know, it's-
Yeah.
I like to call it
True.
road nerves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What?
for sure.
Road nerves. they're like hors d'oeuvres for him, but hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll take that appetizer. Take my appetizer on the go. Jesus.
But anyways,
Box it up.
I didn't want to turn this into a bisexual episode. I
But
didn't want-
you did anyway.
I'm just kind of in my feels about something. Do you guys have a best friend that maybe you don't talk to ever? Maybe you haven't talked to for years. They're your best friend though, that you want to shout out, or you want to, just remember them for a second. Nobody?
I love it. No, I definitely have somebody in mind.
I just something happened to me today. I'll go last, obviously.
No. I want you to go first,
Okay. I'm not ready.
and then I'll go second.
No, I'm just kidding. So I was driving today. Saw we were in construction line, and the what do you call the sign holder, dude? Yeah, the
Yeah,
flagger. So he turned the thing, and
I
he
see
was
what you did
waving
there.
everybody by, right? And so I was like, oh, I'll wave at this motherfucker, whatever. He's cool. And I waved, and we passed, and I was like, that's my best friend I haven't seen in 3 years. And I was like, what the fuck, dude?
That's cool as hell.
And I pulled over. Well, we pulled over. I jumped out. I went and gave him a hug. And I haven't seen him for a minute, but I was talking to Brittany about it before I came here. It was so crazy to me because I've been best friends with him since I can remember. Shout out Josh Baldwin. He's a triple strike felon. Don't look him up. I'm just kidding.
Too late.
But no, it's funny because out of our whole entire friendship, we've spent more time not seeing each other, not talking at all, than we have together in our whole friendship.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just so cool to me that I saw him and I could get out and I gave him a hug and we talked for 2 seconds, and it's like I was never without him. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It was fucking cool.
That's cool as hell because that's what those friendships are.
Yep.
It's
The best ones.
Yeah.
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 So I'm just wondering if you guys got, any of those that like
I do.
anywhere you go, you're like, motherfucker, what's up,
Dude,
dude?
if this guy says Eric Bagley, I'm gonna stab
If
him.
this motherfucker says Eric Bagley.
Yeah. No. I definitely I love you, Eric. I know you listen to all these episodes. Like, you're absolutely one of my best friends, family. But to fit that criteria, Tyler. Yeah. No. And I've brought him up before. My one of my best friends, Jason. He's one of the ones that he's another one. Like, he's one of my best friends, and he always will be. I consider him family.
I said no.
I thought about this the other day, which I think is really unique. It's almost kind of like I thought about it the other day that I actually did want to give him a particular shout out. And so for you to say that's really interesting as well. But you're really introspective that way, Tyler. So, but anyway, so my turn. Would
I've been
be
reading your eyes, dog.
This month is his birthday. Jason Collins, you're one of my best friends.
I won't make the correlation.
So so his birthday's coming up here pretty soon, but he's also having a difficult time in his life. Not that difficult. It's actually a positive thing. He's currently in rehab, and I love him to death. He's one of those best friends where you go from hanging out every single day or being in like constant contact and things like that.
Yep.
And then there's a little bit, and then we just got a little bit older, and then we didn't talk as much, and we haven't hung out that much in a while.
And neither of you know why.
No,
You know
no,
what I mean?
no.
Life just happens.
Correct. There's that aspect to it, but then there's also some like direct thing. There's some direct reasoning as to why him and I,
We'll leave that out of it.
yeah, like so. I mean, we can, but I'm also not afraid to mention that I love you to death, Jason. He's in rehab right now, and he's going to come out stronger for it. And I talked to him right before he was, I talked to him to be completely candid, and I don't think that he would mind, especially coming from me.
He's a fellow podcaster. I'm sure he doesn't mind his life.
Correct.
On the fucking,
Yes. Yeah.
on
So,
the cast,
him
you
and
know
I,
what I mean?
him and I
It's
started
that
this.
guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I knew the name sounded familiar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jason
Yeah.
Derulo.
So, and Dan, you might know him, Jason Collins.
so.
Yeah, black kid, Afro. He worked at him and I worked at Hey Penny together.
Okay.
Him and I worked at 13th Street Pub and Grill together. Him and I have worked at like many different places together. But anyway, so yeah, I mean the bottle just got a little bit to him, a little out of hand, and so I talked to him when he was in the hospital, kind of detoxing right before he went in. Like when he's in rehab, he can't have his phone on him.
Yeah.
I've definitely been more aware to be like, communication with him is really key right now. I want to show my support for him getting clean. And anyway, so his big motivation is to like get out in time for his birthday. I want him to get out in time for his birthday. I also don't, you know what I mean? I want you to be happy, healthy, and I love you to death, Jason. So at whatever point you listen to this, and
Shout out Jason.
yeah,
Fucking A.
In my mind and my heart, for sure.
Josh and Jason, you guys better have friends that start with J, or you're fucking out of this, dude.
Well, shit, I'm out of this because I got 2, and neither one of them are J.
He's like, Jerry, I love you, dog. And Dan's like, Jerome, what's up, dog?
Jerome. No, mine. Big one was I met this kid in 4th grade, and we'd just been, all throughout elementary, junior high, high school. We were just inseparable. He was the one I was talking about before.
Uh-huh.
I was at his house on Christmas. I went on family vacations with him. He was my best friend.
We're doing shout-outs, Sonny.
For a long time. His name was Randy Johnson.
Bada
Lives here in
boom. Shout out
Boise,
Randy.
which is horrible that I barely ever see him.
Oh, I don't. Keep going.
And so is my other friend. So he was my friend.
It's his month.
Randy?
Yeah.
Cool. Anyways. So I grew up with him. Him and I were best friends.
Randy.
Even when I moved from Jerome to Wendell, we still hung out all the time. He, his first wife and my girlfriend, kind of, it was more of you're making him immature, he's making you immature, and we didn't see each other for a long time.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say they scissored.
Dude,
I'd have been for that.
I was like, those hoes, dude, what they do? I was really thinking, those fucking hoes, dude.
He's
When
trying
we
to
got
get
back
there.
together
Tell
again,
me.
it was the same thing. It was like we'd never.
Like you didn't
been
have a day
apart.
apart. Yeah.
And then
That's
the
so
other one,
cool, dude.
his
That
name
feeling is so cool.
Andy Mockley, and he was my
Oh, you have two? So
college friend. When I was up in Moscow, it was like him and I were always hanging out. And again, the same thing. Like I see him every once in a while when we do. It's just like we're never apart.
Fucking A, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking. It's got to be like.
I feel like everybody does have that person, right?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has that person.
It's cooler to think
has
though, because
probably
Donnie's
multiple.
a considerable amount older than me.
Yeah, no, and that,
Yeah.
So you've been doing that. You've been doing what I explained a long time with your friends.
Oh yeah.
Like you don't see him, and then you see him. You're like, "Damn," like that's way cooler than what I'm thinking. You know?
Are you calling Donnie old or?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm old. I could be his dad.
Old, fat,
I mean,
gay.
literally.
and happy.
That's what all those words mean. That Marcus. He's like, I'm not.
Yeah, I've got a couple, man. I mean,
No.
and
Donnie's the only one that can have two, dude.
no, I mean,
You can have
just
as many as
kidding.
you want.
I'm just
Usually,
kidding.
like most of my friends that are like that, like we do reconnect every once in a while. Like I got a buddy Jake, and it's like we don't see each other for a year, and then we get together, we go hiking or something, and it's like,
Dude, if his last
we
name's Woosley, you're out.
just pick up where we left off, But
Yeah.
honestly, probably what comes to mind is my brother, because he lives in Washington, he's the Air Force, and I don't see him very often, and
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Did you
that
grow
is
up
cool.
together?
That is cool as hell.
yeah, we're
How many
sick,
members of yours and
Yeah.
Tana's extended family are in military?
like all of them.
Her
That's
name-
what I thought. Like
I'm the only one, dude, and
I don't think I've heard of anybody in your side or even
No.
Tana's side that it isn't or wasn't in
Yeah.
some form of military.
No,
That's
my
Brit-
dad,
that's
my
Brittany's
dad, my
family, dude.
brother, Tina's sisters.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
I knew it from a young age. I was like, I'm too fucking defiant to go in the military.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
get in trouble.
Didn't mean to change the
Straight up.
subject. I just I
I'll
was
get
like, holy
dishonorably
shit.
discharged, dog.
But
You lit the base on fire.
no,
Just never
we're,
in charge.
we're 6 years apart, and so we didn't really share a lot of commonalities growing up. But we hit this age where it's like we both have families, and every time we get back together, it's just like. It's just so different. Like every time,
Oh, yeah.
But it's like we pick up where we left off, and we have so much in common now that it's like it's just cool, man. It's like every time he comes around, it's like it's just so natural, dude. We like, hey, what's up? Yeah. So
And I think it probably means a lot more too, like it being like a blood relative.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I think
Yeah, I'm
about
not that close with any of my
I was
relatives.
gonna say, like my oldest brother Mike, like him and I still have a good relationship, but my brother that's so we have the same mom and same dad, who's directly above me, and we could not be more opposite. Like we could not be more fucking polar opposite in this world.
Yep.
And he's a good guy. I mean, like he's actually the one that I was referring to that actually kind of like came into religion later on in his life voluntarily.
He lost himself.
And I think that he has his own demons and his own skeletons.
Oh,
things like that.
we've talked about Mike. Yes, sir.
No, like Mike's what I love Mike to death. Like I love all my family, but I'm talking about like Matt, not my oldest brother Mike. So
Oh.
Mike and I actually have a consistent
You said
relationship, communication and things like that. But my brother that's directly older than me, we have the same mom and dad, which I say that because of him and I could not be more opposite, and we don't talk at all. But still, it's almost like one of those things where he's 3 years older than me, and him and I just kind of like we have like an unspoken sort of a communication, like when we're around each other and things like that. but it's just so we just cannot.
He's like, you're fucking stupid, and you're like, I'm so much fucking cooler than you, dude.
Yeah,
Shut the
in our
fuck up."
minds, in our
Yeah.
fucking minds.
He's like, you're an idiot, and you're
Yeah.
like, fuck you, dog.
Yeah.
I know.
There
Yeah,
is that.
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
man.
I go through that with my uncle every week, dude.
That's,
And
that
I-
sibling rivalry is like it's a thing, man. I mean,
It's unique too because I think about it and I'm like he's the one that that I guess I wish I had a little bit stronger relationship with.
Yeah.
So like when you say that, I mean that's super cool.
yeah, I think eventually it's like all those differences, like over time, they just fucking become nothing. You know what I mean? Because like growing up, me and him were like same thing. Not necessarily polar opposites in a sense, but like we shared nothing in common because I was 6 years older than him, and he was like fucking playing with Power Rangers, and I was like, I'm gonna go get laid, you fucking nerd. Like, you know, and I mean, it was just like we were on a different mindset the whole
For
time.
sure.
That's
It's
why
like,
I
cheers,
got
though.
lucky that my mom had 4 kids in 3 years.
Yeah.
Like my brothers and I, we
That
were
still
always,
makes me want to fucking puke.
We were
dude.
always close, and so we still are. And so
It does, dude.
Because you're envious.
Yeah. How did
No,
that
that's
happen?
fucking.
Wait a minute.
that
Let's do the
sounds-
math on this.
That sounds.
my sister and I are
challenging.
both in the both
challenging as
78.
fuck, dude.
For sure.
My sister January, I'm December, both of the same year.
Especially with
Holy-
this fuck, dude.
I know.
Yeah,
I can't even
yeah.
imagine it. I don't even want to. Go ahead.
Really, I was over 10 pounds when I was born, so I was like her biggest baby.
Yeah.
I was
He can roll over on his second day.
Yeah, you already paved the trail,
Oh yeah,
so to speak, in the
But
So-
I
in
mean,
that vagine.
I guess in a sense, yeah, my brothers are my best friends in a way, but because we do talk all the time and every day, and we're always been close.
I feel like
But
that for you.
they're not like a lost.
So your sister's older.
Connection.
My sister's got me by 10 months, 3
No
weeks,
misconnections?
2 days, whatever.
So
just like the bare minimum that it can take to act,
Yeah.
to reproduce.
yeah,
Also seen what happens right after you have a baby,
isn't that fucking
Right? Yeah, me too.
insane?
and I want no part of that.
graphic.
No, but
He's
yeah, I mean,
graphic.
Did you see the birth?
Yes.
Isn't that
He was
fucking
there.
insane?
he was there when I was born.
It was. So I didn't plan on watching or looking.
I told you not to.
You
I
got,
didn't
you
plan
got
on
to,
it.
man.
I straight up, I tell everybody, I was like,
You
do
got
not.
to.
They're
But
going to
me
tell
and
you it's the most
Brittany,
beautiful
though-
thing. They're wrong. It is disgusting and
It is.
horrible, and
No,
do
it
not
was
put your
dope.
face anywhere near there.
I think
Yeah.
it was great.
I
think
agree
it was
with Donnie
great.
on this.
It makes you a man.
I
I think you
I-
watch that shit.
Yeah, I
if
agree
if that's
with
what
Dan.
makes you a man, I am not a
Straight
man.
up, dude.
I can't do
No,
it.
I was told so, and I
it's
went
the
down. I
ice
was like, I
heart
gotta
from
watch
Lex.
it. But it says it's the most beautiful thing, and then I'm done like, what the fuck is happening? You know, with
Yeah.
Riley, like, do you want to be down here and watch? No, I'm good right up here. Up
Yeah.
top. No.
I
pretty-
got my
pretty
fill on
crazy,
the
bro.
first one. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
My war thoughts on it was like, man, I love that thing. I'm not trying to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was like, whoa.
But then you went one step farther past the crazy, and you ate the umbilical cord. So
You did?
I didn't eat it, but I bit it.
Like Coneheads?
Oh,
they
didn't-
made
they
it
gave
into,
me
like,
these
pills
scissors.
or some shit.
No, they gave me the scissors, right? You had the scissors, right?
Yeah.
And they're like,
He tossed them and stuck them in the
no,
wall.
I tried to make sure they're sharp.
I didn't do that.
And so I was like, snip, snip, nothing. So I was like, those are bullshit. Go for gold. You know what I mean?
That's a lie.
I was like, I'm fucking.
That's a fucking lie.
Straight up lie.
Yeah. I don't. Hey, I never lie. I fib occasionally, but I never lie, Dan.
Yeah.
That's the biggest lie.
That was you just immediately.
First of all, there's no way the hospital would allow that.
You're the one that fucking lied about it, dude. You brought it up, said I ate the shit.
They offered
did,
me to.
didn't
So you're a liar.
They made you pills. You swallowed them. That's eating them.
First of all, that's a placenta.
Oh,
did that?
yeah, I did. say
Second of
umbilical
all,
cord.
I didn't eat none of those.
I apologize. I said umbilical cord. Yes, placenta.
That's
Yeah.
so gross, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, okay. I hear you.
But it has some health benefits,
No.
especially when it comes. Go ahead. You're gonna talk about the after.
Yeah.
Or the
yes, it's
postpartum or
gross.
whatever?
It helped a lot with postpartum. I've never dealt with it, so maybe I don't know. But she was very deal with a bowl.
She was very affected by it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. yeah.
The weirdest
A lot
part
women
though,
And
out
to
of
do
the
that
whole
worked for
thing
her, so
though,
whatever.
was like the placenta, right? They put it in this tub or whatever, and they don't know.
Tyler had to go downstairs and meet
Yes.
somebody in the parking lot.
Yeah,
and
this is the whole weirdest thing.
get
is-
it out of the trunk
Well,
of her
Brittany
car.
was like,
so
I
I'm just
want.
saying.
Brittany's like, I want to keep that to make pills out of it or whatever. And they're like, okay, and they give me this black trash bag, and Brittany's like, the lady's down in the parking lot. You can take it to her now. She's in this kind of car, and I'm in the
like a
elevator holding
drug
this
deal
bag,
in there.
dog. Yeah, dude, and I'm
It's like
going,
dripping.
yeah, bro, yes.
What's that
Yes,
smell?
dude. I'm walking
You got my
down.
money? You got
I
my
walk
money?
out into the parking lot. Yes, bro. And this bitch rolls down her window. Some shitty little Toyota Corolla. old school one, not the new school one.
The old squared off
Yeah,
one.
Those are good
and-
cars, bro.
She's got like a 2-year-old in the car seat in the back, and I'm like, this is all
like,
fucking
"Here,
up.
hold
She's
this
like,
shit."
Hand it to the kid in the back. I gotta drive.
All this
But
shit.
bro, I give her this trash bag, and I give her like $200 of wadded up 20s, and like
Jesus Christ, you got ripped off.
it was weird. And she like takes it and puts this in this little cooler, and she's like, "I'll call you tomorrow, thank you." And I was just like, "Who the fuck's day is
So then
that
she-
normal?"
That bitch just threw it in the trash.
Yeah, I was gonna
can,
say,
gave you
she
some
went to,
vitamin
like,
D
yeah.
pills.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, she went to Walmart and just bought a bottle
Yeah.
and like, here's
Yeah.
your pills.
Yep, I had the same conspiracy,
There you
dude.
go.
I brought it up. Brittany was
It's
okay with it.
echinacea.
Though. But the
But
weirdest
look-
part, though, she met us at our house a day or two later. So
You
she,
let her know where you live?
Yeah, she's hot as fuck. So no, I'm just kidding. Not looks, but like her profession. Oh my god.
I'd have stuck with the
But
looks.
no, so she comes and meets me right at the house. Gives me 2 jars. One jar is full of liquid. One jar is full of capsules that are
You had
definitely.
to make a broth.
It was definitely something that was
Jesus.
dried out and put into capsules, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Like any
I bring
normal
them
pill?
up. Yeah, I bring
Okay.
them up, and I'm like, okay, here's your pills. And I pull the other one out, and Brittany's like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, not a clue.
That's
Oh,
your
God.
placenta.
And I'm like, maybe hit her up and see what this is. And what it turned out to be was,
A twin.
no, you ready?
There was a twin
You ready
in
for
there,
this?
bro.
You ready for this? A triplet. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was the broth
Oh, fucking that.
that
dude.
she cooked the placenta in
Jesus.
and put it in a jar. And she was like, if you just put some honey in it and heat it up, you can drink it like tea.
Yeah.
And I was like,
So
they don't put it in the trash. They take it and they take stem cells from it and they do tests on it and they do all kinds of
and
weird.
here's the conspiracy theory.
It's not even conspiracies. It's proven. They do that shit with it. They take proteins out of it and they make fucking all kinds of crazy shit with it.
I
Well,
don't know, bro.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
They could, but they
maybe,
don't.
but I
They
doubt
do.
it.
The reason I think
Okay.
is because they let me carry it out in a trash bag to the parking lot and sell it to somebody for $200. You know what I mean?
Did you
Did
say
you-
I'm gonna
did you
sell
sign
this to a lady
something?
for 200
But Tyler,
bucks?
did-
They
wa-
knew I was taking it.
Was there something that you had to sign in order to be able to do that?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I mean.
But that means that they want it.
Were
for
they
something.
weirded
If
out
I
by
had
that?
to, if I had to sign something to take it, or if I even had to go through that whole loophole to take it,
Because that's not
they want it.
sanitary.
They want it in the first place
You're
for something.
carrying out the
it's
nasty.
probably the
like,
same kind of paperwork. It's
There's
probably
100% not sanitary.
well, it doesn't
Sanitary
matter.
is not
it
the
doesn't matter
not
about
the
sa-
talk here though.
I don't-
Sanitary is not the.
Thank you. I was gonna say I don't think the sanitation of it is like is
That's not the
most
problem.
They
important
don't
thing.
want to be
Yeah.
sued because they gave it to you to take out and then you drink it
Exactly.
and you're going to get sick and die.
Exactly.
There's no stem cells in there. Though.
I think that there's some like there's like a waiver
It's
that
to cover
you
their
sign.
ass. It has nothing to do with them
Right.
wanting it. It was
It's either the waiver that they can do whatever kind of theoretical research, whatever, or that you can take it and go boil it up and ingest it offsite.
they can
there's
go.
there's no stem cells in there, dude.
Do you know that for sure?
Yeah.
There's some blood, maybe some
Then,
shit.
then
from
how are
the
you
umbilical
hating on?
cord.
Then how are you hating on what I think? What I know is for sure.
I don't know what you just said.
Boom. You see?
Nobody
Look at-
knows what he
Wait,
said.
hold on, Donnie and Marcus, you're out of this now.
We're at an impasse.
Dan, we are now on the same couch.
Okay.
Some people call it the same boat. Some people call it the same boat.
Is it a death
And
boat?
now we are technically
Nice
against
one.
those two holes. So whatever they think is wrong. Okay.
Get
So
yourself
let's
some
come
more
up with a
whiskey.
general
sorry.
consensus on this boat here
Okay.
and attack. Right?
Okay. All right.
Can you say for 100% certainty that you are not bisexual?
Yes.
So I do have to break
and-
now.
and you-
Hey,
And
he's
you?
quick. He's quick, Doug.
And you?
No, there's no way I could say for for certainty. There's no way I could say. Would you ever have a threesome with a guy and another girl?
I don't know.
Different,
I
dude.
can't say.
Eiffel Towers.
Would you-
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I
I'm
just
just
I can't
saying.
say.
That's
If
all
I
I'm
was
saying, Doug.
hey,
Is that
there's
what-
another
you know
guy
what I
and
mean?
We're gonna do it. I'll be like,
Okay, but that-
I don't know.
There's a percentage then.
Until
so thank
it
you.
happens, I don't know.
Fucking
Yeah.
look at Dan, all
And
straight
I-
as fuck
and
over
I-
here. Look at
Well,
Dan, straight
now-
as shit.
I was like, there's a difference there.
No, yeah.
Eiffel Tower, like, he's behind you.
The wobbly
Like,
H,
he's
you
doing-
know, maybe
he's
I'll
number-
be
he's
for
number
it.
one and you're number
to Tyler's defense, he didn't say gay. Bisexual will kind of open the door to some of these kind of like gray areas
Yep.
of.
No, man,
would you sexually enjoy a threesome with another man involved?
Can you say for 100% certainty that you're not bisexual?
No, I already said no.
Dude,
Okay, what kind of porn do you watch? How about this? I'm just saying though,
Doug
the
porn.
penetration point that Dan brought up.
Yeah, dude.
No, but I
Bigger
love-
dicks or smaller dicks? Which one's more
I
satisfactory?
don't give a fuck, but
to
I really
you
do
within
love
the video.
The
Donnie,
big dick.
don't lie to
the
us.
big
dude.
dick, but it's only because you like imagine yourself in
You
that,
know what?
in that situation where you're like
the average. I'm
you're-
going right in the
Thank you
middle.
So you cannot say for 100%.
I was gonna say,
Nah,
Dan,
dude.
thank you for your honesty.
Yes,
I
thank
think,
you.
Dude, I like a lot of gay shit. I just if it wasn't for like
No buy shit though.
the aversion to like other guys' penises, you know, I'd probably.
There's
fucking
no
be gay,
implement
dude.
in that though. You know, I mean,
You
I guess
know?
there is a lot of implement in that.
Okay, well, we asked this a long time ago. For $1 million, would you have sex with a man?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You fucking homophobic.
Google
bitch.
doesn't understand, but
No, you said sorry.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
thought it said
Yeah.
you said Siri.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
okay. See, so we all said yes.
Siri's
right?
homophobic.
Yeah.
I don't know
Just
why
saying.
Google answered to Siri, but
That is
anyways,
weird. What's the cost for you? You get butt fucked behind closed doors, as comfortable as you choose, but no one knows about it. What's the price?
if I can
But
choose the
no
price,
one knows about it. What's the price?
I get to choose the music and the
If-
lighting.
Yep, all of that.
if I can choose the price
And the person.
Wait. If I can choose the
enough.
price and it's guaranteed paid, or
And no
what's
one
the
knows.
lowest I'll go?
And
Lowest, are we bidding?
well, obviously it's the lowest you go because that's the price you
we
take.
No, I'm saying if I can come up and say it's going to be this much, and they're like,
Lowest you go.
okay,
Lowest you go.
$1 million.
Okay, it's a pretty generic number, but whatever.
I mean, maybe 700.
Nothing
I'll
we can
go down
talk
to
it out to.
700,000.
Yeah, nothing we can talk it out.
We've all seen Indecent Proposal. We
He's
get
like,
it.
he's like, all right, $17.
Okay, how about this? How about this then? On
I'll be
tab.
honest with you. If
I
someone
would
came
do
up
it for
to
a
me,
bar tab.
Super Bowl, wait, Super Bowl halftime show.
if someone
How
came
much
up
then?
to me and said, "Here's 500 grand, let me have sex with you," I'm not going to turn them down.
I'll tell you right now, though.
What if
go.
it was $50,000?
Wait, I'll tell you right now, though.
I
in
don't know.
cash.
They're not someone.
Yeah.
They're not
Am
someone
I the
that's new
giver
to
or the
this.
taker? Like,
I mean, you don't get. To
You're the
take it.
taker.
if I'm the giver,
You're the taker.
dude, fucking
You're the
5 grand. Let's do
taker.
this.
You're the taker. But it's not someone new to the game, Donnie. They're gonna put you through the ropes, dog. They're gonna give you a good sesh. You know what I'm saying?
A good session I'm going to enjoy.
It's not different.
Yeah.
You're getting, you know, you
They're
can have
gonna-
a,
they're gonna
I'll
use-
never
They're gonna
be
use
in this
tractor grease, bro.
situation.
and then the load goes on your chest.
I'll never be in this situation,
Load
but
goes on the chest.
I
dog.
am saying right now,
You're like
if someone-
Hey, no one let me answer.
Just creating a visual.
No one
Just
let me
creating a
answer the
visual.
question. I
If-
would have told you that.
He's like
if someone
tractor
literally
grease.
came up and said, "Here's $500,000,
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck you in the ass,"
And
I'm gonna,
finish on
let's
your
do
chest.
this. Fuck it, it's 500
Okay, but
grand.
that's with no one knowing, right?
But 50 would
Now-
be like 50 would be like.
But I might-
That's
But
not
who
life changing
knows?
enough, Dan. Dan's bisexual.
50 will pay a lot of bills.
50. I'm kidding.
50,000 will pay a lot of bills.
That's
Okay.
a
I don't
that's
know.
a nice truck, bro.
But halftime Super Bowl show,
What about it?
you get butt fucked during that.
On the Super Bowl show?
How much for that?
I'm still
Everyone
scared of
knows.
$1 million.
Everyone knows.
$1 million.
Still $1 million?
Yeah.
For no one to know and everyone to know.
I don't give a fuck. It's $1 million.
All right.
$17, bro. My YouTube
Hello,
channel.
know
you got
would-
fucked in the ass.
my-
Cool. I also got $1 million, bitch.
That's big.
I don't care.
That's
Yeah.
Big J's point.
My YouTube
What's
channel
that?
will blow the fuck up.
He's like, yeah. Oh, you're the guy that got fucked in the ass. He's like, give me $1 million, dog.
Yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
He's like, I'm $1 million now. He's like, so?
Yeah.
I don't owe school loans. I don't owe any
Yeah.
credit cards. I don't owe on my house.
Be like 50-50, 50, like 50%
Yeah.
would be like, it's oh my god, it's Donnie the butt fucker, and then like 50% would be like, fuck Donnie the butt
He'd be
fucker.
Don Ron, dude.
Who,
Yeah.
you know, honestly, I think you're putting more thought in than anybody else
Yeah.
would. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
That makes
Not
me
many
think you're
people are
putting
gonna be
more
like-
thought into it than.
No, I'm saying you're not gonna run into somebody at Albert's who's like, your husband was butt fucked. Nobody gives a shit.
I'm also.
It's not gonna be like big world news. I got butt fucked. Who cares?
It's gonna make you famous.
On
if
the-
you're,
on
if
the
you're at the
Super Bowl
Super Bowl
halftime
Okay,
show.
that
show,
yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That'll
talking
make you
about,
famous.
dude?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're definitely.
But
gonna
half
be
the people
fine.
shut it off as soon as they saw my
So
hairy
what-
ass. So, they didn't
What
see what
weird
happened.
world are you living in, dude? We're talking about the Super Bowl halftime
I'm
show.
just happy
dude.
I have like an HD TV for that.
A big old 70-inch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just
Zoom in.
happy. I'm not gonna ask
4K,
anybody else
you're
that
gonna see
question
the
but him.
zit.
Enhance.
We're gonna get so far past that. It's gonna be
Enhance.
awesome.
All right, so next person.
Yeah.
No. I'm trying.
Oh no,
you
we're
ruined it.
moving on. Everybody's
I just told
gonna.
Dan I was like, we're gonna get so far past this that Donnie's the only one that got asked that.
Oh no, yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're all answering. Dan,
Super Bowl halftime show.
He's like $20, $50.
start with the normal. Behind closed doors, nobody
20
knows.
and 50.
The-
High
the
fives and
minimum?
house slaps.
Yeah, that
Minimum.
nobody knows. Some dude's gonna just.
They'll
come-
never know. Here's a briefcase of cash. Nobody will ever
Well,
know.
I can't go
Yo.
lower. I can't go lower than him because
Yes, you
then I'm
can. No,
more gay.
no. Yes, you can.
because you're more.
There's a percentage ratio of gayness here.
Well, that's what I'm
If
saying.
you go
So like,
lower in dollar amount,
in my
The
mind,
gatio?
500,000.
It's the gatio.
it's the
But
gatio.
I can't straight up 100% say that if somebody walks up with 50 grand, says, "Let me have sex with you," no one will ever know. I can't say that I would say no. I mean, that's
No.
$50,000. So
What
It depends if it's cash or credit.
in my
what if
mind, it's
they're good looking?
500,000, but who knows?
Exactly. Well, yeah, you get to pick. That's the whole
Yeah,
thing.
what if,
though.
what if they're good looking, dude?
Yeah, the mood lighting,
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Brad
the
Pitt.
music, like Marcus said. Yeah,
Black lights, yeah.
I would
Exactly, you
pick.
get
I
to
would
pick.
pick an Asian.
you'd pick.
Just saying.
I know what you're
for no
thinking.
reason, really, for no reason.
I know what you're thinking.
no, reason. No racial reason or anything.
Okay, but what's
I just
the
like
price?
Asians. I've always been wanting to fuck by an Asian, so I want to get to Asian.
Closed doors, nobody knows, but
And
what's the
he'll,
lowest price?
and he'll forget
Yeah, I don't know.
right afterwards.
Well, I gotta say $500,000, but I'm still
but yeah, until you,
50. I'm like, I don't know, man. Asian guy,
who knows?
tractor grease.
I could live 500 lives with $500,000, dude.
Okay, what's the lowest
Yeah.
you would go?
The lowest I would go for nobody to know
Yeah,
ever.
$1,000.
he's like $50. Well, I did it yesterday.
Also, it also still depends when the lighting and the music and shit. But
Okay. While you think about it, okay, now on the halftime show, what would be your price?
I think I could break for 300.
Dollars or 1,000?
1,000.
Okay,
I think I could break for
$300. Let me see what I got in my
dude.
wallet.
Yeah.
Like,
$800.
Dan Marcus,
Let me call
Yeah.
somebody. Let me
Like,
call somebody.
maybe not to a lot of people,
alone.
but I feel
I'll
like
spot you, Donnie. I'll spot you.
I could turn my whole life around with $300,000. I feel I could. That's a
That's what I'm
life changing
saying.
amount of money. You know what I mean?
So, like in my mind, that's why I said in my mind it's 500 grand because that's a lot. But
But what if
Who
50?
knows?
What about 50 though, man?
It
a
would,
briefcase of cash,
If it was an-
$50,000. Would
and
you
it
be
was-
like, fuck
it was
no?
an Asian guy, and you got to pick the music, and
Three
the
stipulations.
lighting was like perfect.
oh, I didn't think about the lighting and the music. Okay, let's take the 5 out then. Lighting,
on
music,
like a
down to 3.
Sealy, on a Sealy Posturepedic.
You have a
Yeah.
laptop in front of you with
It's
porn
adjustable.
on it.
You would
Come on
have
now.
to have smooth elbows. Okay. Okay. You know
What
what
do
I
you-
mean? You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
what that's what the tractor grease is for, dude.
Exactly.
Anyway, okay, we
Jesus.
can get to that then. Anyway, smooth elbows. If the offer, if he's lowballing me like that, it has to be cash. It has to be cash.
Yeah,
Cash
of
is
course.
king.
Of course.
If they're lowballing me like that.
Yeah.
So there's the
Cash is
fucking
king.
2.
It's actually in GameStop.
I don't know what you're doing, guys.
GameStop stock.
And then my first one, the first one though is like, he's got to be into me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want him to treat me like a princess. I don't want to be
sure.
some fuck doll, dude. I don't want to
Yeah.
be some fucking.
You went full on like
No, that's not part of the deal, bro.
Yeah.
That's my deal, dude.
you're gonna be
No.
a fuck dog.
Fuck that, dude.
No, he's
Fuck that.
treating me
You
like a
said-
fucking lady, dude.
Literally.
You told Donnie he was gonna tear his ass up.
You did.
That's Donnie's type. Yeah, I told him that.
What is this? Because I'm a big guy. Everybody's got to come at me.
Hey, Bear.
Hey, Bear.
Hey, Bear. It's my
Okay.
truthful thought on this.
Yeah.
A man walks up to me with $50,000 in cash in a briefcase and says, I'll give this to you if I can fuck you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's getting punched as hard as I can punch him in the throat, and I'm taking his $50,000 and running away.
Jesus.
I swear to God, dude.
That's
I
not
swear
an
to
option,
God.
bro. He's
That's
got
not an
bodyguards.
option.
He got bodyguards,
I
bro.
swear to God, dude. If anyone ever comes up with me with that amount of money in cash, I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm punching them and taking that money.
Okay.
I'm taking all of it.
You
Unmarked
you didn't-
bills,
you
Yeah.
baby.
didn't-
Hey, and you
Unmarked
know what?
bills.
And maybe I'll feel bad afterwards. Maybe I'll suck his dick after I knock him out.
Yeah.
But I'm fucking out of there, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, no, you didn't answer the question, bro. He's got
Yeah.
bodyguards.
Oh, he has bodyguards?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Well,
and he
then one
really
of-
finds you attractive.
That means one of them has a pistol I can take and take the whole fucking thing over.
you are like really ruining the question that you proposed.
No,
Yeah.
I'm coming
Yeah,
back.
bro.
I'm answering your weird
No, you
question.
said
don't-
it.
you
The
said
don't-
briefcase
fuck
is
You set us
handcuffed to
up,
his
dude.
hand.
If he has bodyguards,
Or no.
50
His
grand's
balls.
not enough.
No,
50 grand's not
no
enough.
bodyguard, but he has the briefcase handcuffed to his hand.
I'm gonna punch him in the face, then chop off his hand.
I wouldn't say chop off, but I'm pretty like, are they handcuffs? Like standard
Oh,
police
geez.
issued handcuffs?
I'm gonna get a paper clip and I'm
'Cause
gonna
we-
pick it like
No, we can all-
MacGyver.
no.
Man.
No, I'll lay his hand on the ground and stomp on it until I can get that handcuff off of it, and I'm
Jesus.
gone.
Soft
Way to
style.
avoid the question.
And that's not.
Marcus, what's
I asked if you
Is it
wanted
my
my
turn?
honesty.
did Tyler give us a price for both?
I gave you the answer. No, I wouldn't. do it.
300,000 case.
But then my real
halftime show.
answer, I would take his money.
Halftime
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. Whatever, dude.
Oh, 300,000 my halftime show.
Yeah. 300,000 for
A
was
cool
nobody
B.
know.
A cool B.
$1 billion. You
Yep.
wouldn't do it for $1 million.
Cool B.
$1 billion?
Jesus Christ. All right, Marcus.
You guys don't.
$1 million, I could pay off everything I owe.
Do you not know the worth of your own
And would-
asshole?
Yeah,
Is your
it's worth
asshole that
nothing.
disgusting?
Have you seen
It's
it?
I have
certainly
a
not worth $1 billion.
pristine.
Look,
I have a pristine asshole. Dude. I get bleached once a week.
I literally have no ass.
Yeah.
Like it's like
It's
my
not
legs
worth
are
$1 billion.
straight up. It's definitely not $1 billion bucks.
And
And that's the difference
I
between
would
me
be
and you.
very excited if a man says, "I'll give you $1 million." Like, what? I'm worth that.
I'm going to go out on a limb here,
Like,
and I'm
yeah.
going to say also that your asshole's not worth $1 billion.
Yeah, not at
Dan,
all.
have you ever heard me fart? Have you ever heard me fart? Do you know
Yes,
how tight
daily.
that shit is, dude?
It's
Tight.
not that tight. It's like,
Nah, dude, that's a $17
he is, what? Are you, Marcus?
Marcus says 20 and 50. I already told you.
We're gonna
$20.
transition on that note.
We're gonna transition on that because I don't want him to rebuttal.
God.
He's the only dude I know that can shit for 40 minutes.
I've had
I
a lot.
told you what I do when I shit. I read the news. It takes time.
And I've heard you fart too, so I mean, it's
Right?
like, yeah, it's
Loosey goosey,
I
dog.
was gonna say, yeah,
Yeah, loosey goosey caboosey.
it's it's definitely something that everybody should hear at some point.
Yeah.
You have an amazing flatulence for sure. It's profound.
But how many times have you smelled it?
That's a good question.
Exactly.
I'd probably say like
No,
one
it's
out
not a
of
good
20.
question. Because when you hear the fart,
I'm loud and
do you not walk
disgusting,
away?
but they're not always stinky.
No,
Yeah.
no one stays 2 feet near you when you fart, dude.
All right, Marcus. So behind closed
Yeah,
doors.
Oh my God.
Lowest you would go. Nobody ever knows behind closed
Hey,
doors.
don't tell
Yeah.
him about that. Don't tell him that one time though. Make up,
freebie?
make
Tyler
up a
got a
different number.
$20 tip.
Yeah.
Make up a different number.
It
Marcus.
it was a lot more than anybody could comprehend. I can't count the high.
$45.
Yeah.
2 6 packs.
Like the lighting was really good. Okay.
It was very.
Let's
good.
just say I don't have to work
Best
full
lighting
time
I've ever
anymore.
been butt fucked in. Best lighting.
He,
Yeah.
he hung a small disco ball in the truck.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dog. Ooh, we were in the
He
truck.
lit some incense and let's just say I don't have to work full time anymore.
Some Nig Champa.
I'm down to 20 hours a
The
week.
reason I left work was because you know
Yeah.
what?
Hold on though.
I got this business opportunity.
I feel like though, like
business.
truthfully, I really feel like your number though, like, and now you're not gonna be honest, but I feel like your number is a lot lower than all of ours.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear it.
Because I'm open-minded.
Your
I
first
definitely,
number.
what I always say anytime that,
Ooh,
you know,
he's
if,
taking the smart route here.
if you're a straight male and you go into like the balcony, for instance, whatever else not, you are just complimented, you know,
Yeah.
time and time again.
Best
and
bar.
You literally come out of there feeling, you know, you're
Like
you're-
$1 million
Yeah,
bucks.
your ego. Yeah,
Best bar,
exactly.
dude.
Like
Yeah.
$50,000
in the middle of Super Bowl.
like $50,000.
It's
Yeah.
it's literally yeah. I mean, you definitely get no. It's
butt-fucking
definitely
amount of
it's
dollars
a
feeling.
huge it's a huge ego boost. So,
So $20,
but I mean
couple
like
shots.
like flat out there isn't a dollar amount, and I want
Oh,
I want
come
to
on.
I know right.
That's
We're
way
not-
le- no,
right
that's
now.
less. That means
We're-
less.
Yeah,
That means less than all of ours.
yeah, $0.
No dollar amount.
$0.
Make me feel like a princess.
Yeah.
And I'll give it to you.
treat me right.
Well, now that you avoided
you right.
the
Yeah.
question,
Yeah.
I'm
What
just
did you
sitting
just
there
say to
thinking,
him? What did you
what's the
just accuse
most
him of?
expensive hooker you've ever heard of?
Oh, like
Maybe like $100 an hour, $1,000 an hour. What the fuck makes you think your ugly ass is worth $1 billion?
Have you never seen my asshole?
Oh, I've seen your hairy
He's talking to
asshole.
Tyler now. So remember, we don't have any cameras in here, so you gotta direct
That's
your
right.
question.
I apologize. I'm talking to the bearded
I know,
blunder over here.
because I was just talking, and then all of a sudden it sounded like you were yelling at me.
And I thought he was too.
Yeah, I know.
No,
My eyes were
because-
closed. I was like, why is he yelling at
Because,
Marcus?
look,
I know. I don't
what
know
I
exactly
got
what I
from
did.
We need
Marcus-
cameras.
What I
Yeah.
got from Marcus was, it's worth an experience. Let's try it. I've never tried it. I'll try it.
Yeah.
No money. I don't care. I'll do it for free.
Yeah.
That's what I took from that one.
Yeah.
Here's the price.
Oh, everyone's got a price.
Yeah.
It was $17, dude. I called it from the
$17.
beginning. From
Well,
the beginning.
see, but also, it's yes, everyone has a price, but I think more if you got deeper, everyone has a time. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. So
Yeah,
elaborate
let's
more.
go. Let's go into that.
You
And
know,
I'm not joking around. I really don't get what you're saying. Everyone
like
has a time.
like
Like you're saying
do
because
you feel
I've lived
comfortable
enough
in life
like,
night right now that like your finances are in order, you're comfortable, where like there's a point in time where you be like, nah, I don't need to. But like, or if you're broke, or if like your basement floods and you don't
starving.
got the
So
funds.
I'll put it this way: I'm
Everyone's-
not broke, but no, I don't feel like I am.
But everyone has more of a time. I feel like if you were broke, dude, 20 years ago, someone's like, "Yo, 10 grand to fuck you in the butt," and you'd be like, "Yep."
You're like, damn, dude, that would pay
Yeah.
my.
Exactly. Everyone's got, in
That's what-
my opinion,
that's
if
what
you go
happens with
deeper,
which-
everyone's got more of a time.
Let me ask you this: is this like, is it the?
I had an
question
offer
of-
the other day.
Of,
I had an
how,
offer.
How bad do you want to make $1,000 to $5,000 a day?
Yeah.
Did that joke fucking fall through? Because that's soft. It's couch casting.
No.
Has everyone seen couch casting, bro? Come on.
Hell yeah, that's something.
No,
Come on,
okay,
come on.
so the reason
know
I
you
brought
did some couch casting.
the whole reason I brought all of this up.
5,000 a day, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, yeah, we'll get you on the next one.
Yeah.
We'll get you on the next one. This is just an audition.
But no, the real reason I ask is because, I mean, I've mentioned it a lot, but my favorite podcast, Legion of Skanks, this was kind of what they talked about today,
Oh, really?
and it made me laugh so hard.
That,
this morning, dude.
that's why I said I could be talked down to 700,000.
Yeah, because Big J,
Okay.
Big J said $1 million. He's like, but you could probably talk me down to 700.
And I pretty well figured that out after you said that. You were like, that's what Big J said. That's what
Yeah,
Big J says. So.
But it made me laugh so hard this morning, dude. I was just like, I have to bring that up tonight.
Yeah.
It'll be funny to talk about. Fuck yeah, dude.
That's fantastic. Hey,
Here.
Dan, how you doing tonight, buddy? You good? Good.
I'm great.
He's like, I ran out of wine.
Can you wait till I don't have whiskey?
And he's like, and I found out I'm bisexual.
Yeah.
For money.
We
Only-
found out we all got a dollar amount. in
Only
mind.
for 50.
Crazy.
Only
I,
for-
I respect Marcus's opinion saying he doesn't have a dollar amount. I clearly have many.
Yeah.
So, there's not much I won't do for money.
Marcus, I only brought it up because when you went to pee, Donnie told me you were lying and that you had a dollar amount, dude.
I
See? Okay.
No. You're gonna call me out. I'm gonna say yes. I believe everybody's got some dollar amount.
So I
Do
had
I
to be the
feel-
fucking front runner for his campaign, dog.
Yeah.
That's
Do
what
I-
I'm saying.
Do I feel Marcus would turn down $1 billion to get fucked in the ass? No.
I do.
Do
I
I
do.
feel in his?
I do.
Do I feel in his
I know my
mind
friend.
he thinks he would turn that down? Yes. But I think if the opportunity arose,
I also don't think you would turn down $50,000.
I don't
I think you're full of shit.
Because
too, bro.
there's different ways to get the
50
50,000.
grand.
Yeah.
50 grand's
Cash?
a good down payment on a house.
Yeah.
Cash, 50 grand cash.
You're
Why
not able to beat everybody up.
No.
If there's a dude with 50 grand cash though,
Yeah.
I guarantee I
And
can
there's no
beat him up.
handcuffs.
Well, we'll see.
There's no handcuff.
Guarantee it because not in like a skill
I'm
type
gonna-
of way,
what
but
about
in a
George
motivator
St.
type of way.
Pierre?
Yeah.
He's not as motivated by that 50 grand in his hand as I am.
No,
You don't
dude.
know
And
that?
he's not as motivated about my butthole as I am about his 50 grand.
I said, you don't know that he wasn't offered the 50 grand to go up to some guy and win a fight, and he gets to keep that money. So you don't know that he's not as motivated.
That's fair. But if it's handcuffed to his hand, disadvantage. Right off the bat.
Well, he doesn't have the key.
It just takes longer
It's
that way.
more of a disadvantage then. He doesn't have the key
Yeah. No, he swallowed it, and you got to fish it out of his butthole.
Yep.
with my dick.
With your dick.
Or mouth. Or
like
mouth.
a plunger.
He's got like a little suction cup.
Oh,
with a hook
ATM
on
status?
it.
Bingo. Yeah. I'm going to get
ATM?
that key. I'm
Yeah.
going to get that key.
He's like, I'm like,
Okay,
dispense
fine.
my
Now I
cash.
do have a price. Yeah.
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 I'm going to get that key. I'm going to get that key.
The key is the price.
Yeah.
The challenge.
Yeah, exactly. I just needed more of a challenge.
Yeah, he's like, my price, I get to fuck him for it. Gets to
Yeah,
fuck
I'm
me.
not just a
And then
fucking
I'm
lay
down.
down, guys. I'm
Yeah.
not a lay down.
I'm a twofer.
I don't have some fucking price in my mind. I'm just gonna lay down.
Yeah, I'm
for
not
it.
some dead fish.
I
dude.
get what
I'm
Marcus
fucking-
is saying.
I'm out to you,
but
dog.
yeah,
I'm a
there's-
power
there's-
bottom.
There's always a price.
Anyways, the whole reason I said that though is because like, be mad at him. Don't be mad at me, Marcus. I love you, dog.
Why are you mad at
Hey,
me?
I'm not mad at anybody.
Oh, I was like,
oh my god, no.
What are we even mad about? Where did the anger
I
come
know,
in here?
he's-
I'm
he's
confused.
saucy,
I
man.
must
Yeah,
have missed
no.
something.
You
No,
called him
no.
a liar and you made me do it to his face.
Yeah.
Bro, I think
First
you,
of all, I didn't make you do anything.
You left it up to
Second of
Tyler
all-
to tell me the
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah, dude.
Donnie.
Second of all, I admitted, yes, I think that everybody has a price. Do I feel Marcus in his mind believes he doesn't? Yes. But I think when the opportunity arises, if someone comes up with $1 billion, he's not turning it down.
That was
You kind of put a million and
that
billion
was
together
too
there.
many words in order for me to
Yeah,
comprehend.
you're like $1 billion.
A sextillion. How about that? You're fucking spin off.
I love you guys. I love you guys so
Yeah.
much. Donnie, you're actually taking this out because you haven't done it in a long time.
Donnie hasn't
All
done
right,
it in
well-
17 months.
If you listen to our episodes, I did it 2 weeks ago, but
Yeah.
Dad
Yeah.
Bods out, bitches.